mean, if you want to pay for it.
So I found this game. It's basically a mecha beat 'em up kind of game, kind of like Godzilla Destroy All Humans, but with robots.
Godzilla Destroy All Humans.
Or Godzilla Monster Battles, I don't remember. But
Isn't Destroy All Humans a separate game? Like is that the Alien game?
Yeah.
Probably. Yeah. But you know that
did deal with mech suits though.
Yeah. I don't remember. I'm trying to remember what the extra title was for that Godzilla game. But you know how it was basically all the monsters fighting each other and you can control the monsters. It's basically that, but with mechs. And apparently it has a multiplayer co-op where different players control different parts of the robot. And I'm like, oh, so it's basically like
that's
Megazord.
Fucking terrible. Oh, that's so bad.
So it has
like the episode of Megas XLR when they oh my god.
And it has multiplayer co-op. It has versus mode. It has split screen. It has online. I'm like, oh, I might have to get this game. And I was looking online. It's only like $15, like $10-15. I'm like, ugh. It is for I think it's for everything too. I think it's for the Switch, PS4, Xbox One, and PC. So I might get that one of these days. I don't know when.
I might spend my $15 on Final Fantasy 15 or 7.
Okay, I was about to say I thought you already had 15.
I just thought 15 because of the price. Where are you spending $15 on boobs? Or where are you spending just $15? You get a discount I don't know about.
What do you mean? Just go to a strip club and just have 15 singles.
and I'll bring my pins. Oh, I'm going to get JT to make me all those pins. You, ma'am, have great New York babes. It's like...
go to
I need money, though.
Go to Brazilian strip club and throw Monopoly money at them.
No, that's Canada.
Oh, they have the weird...
with their fucking weird money.
Okay, I thought it was Brazil.
Yeah. There's actually a playset.
So you know what it is? Because that Simpsons episode.
Yeah. There's actually a playset that my nieces had money that's a lot like Canadian money, so I kind of want to like find it in their house and like go up to Canada and throw to some strippers. Yo, Canada, like Montreal especially, they don't give a fuck about like anything. You could drink while touching a stripper and all this other shit. Like they don't give a fuck.
Canada's French.
Pretty much.
Think anyone ever made it rain doubloons?
Random what?
Made it rain doubloons.
That's fucking. That sounds like that would hurt.
That rich to just have the blues and you just throwing it out like that. I'll strip for them.
Wait, you have to wait. What if every single time they gave you a doubloon, they have to do the SpongeBob thing? One gold doubloon.
Fuck, those things are worth so much money.
How much are they worth?
Like an actual gold doubloon, those things are probably like $10,000 a piece.
For like historical reasons or for gold reasons?
Both.
It probably has like that.
Actually, for historical reasons, they're probably worth more.
It's probably a double whammy.
Damn.
And now you thinking about it, ain't you?
I mean, when Neil deGrasse Tyson tells you something worth money, you can't deny it.
Wow. And we're full circle.
Full circle? Fucking what? I haven't thought about it in like so long, and then just the way your voice was just now was just like, bruh, I feel like I'm watching the Science Channel.
Wow. See?
How you doing that, Neil deGrasse Tyson? Science, Terry. Fucking. Anyway.
Also,
how was y'all's weeks first?
Same old.
Yeah. Work, sleep.
Occasional video game.
I was wrong. Let's see. So yeah, they're about worth 1,000.
Solid 1,000.
For that was back the last time they estimated that for their worth is back in 2012. So that very much could have gone up.
Or down, depending on where our money is. I don't even fucking know.
Yeah.
Fucking. So wait. So the further in away from history that we get, does it get more expensive?
Yeah, the rarer they are.
Mm-hmm.
Just like if you find an actual Fabergé egg, like the Russian ones, those things are.
You found one of the 9 pieces of 8.
What are their total? There's only 16 of those, right? No, I think like 20.
What?
But only 9 of them have been found.
For the 9 pieces of 8?
No. For the...
Nigga, it literally says 9 pieces of 8.
No,
fuck you mean 16? There were
Fabergé eggs.
6 more pirate lords we didn't know about. Tornadoes, hurricanes, happens. No, so Fabergé. Yeah, right. Fucking. What even are Fabergé eggs? I don't even know what the fuck they are.
There's things that were made for the Russian royal family, and there's only one person who ever made them. And there was only a few that went out like a year, and I guess the dude got killed during the war or some shit like that. Not a lot
for
of
like any reason he was in Russia.
Yeah.
Fucking.
There weren't a lot.
Give me your shoes.
And they were very specific towards the family.
I hate your mustache.
That's not
what you know that one.
You smiled at me. Why are you smiling? Why'd you see?
You know why.
I'm sorry. Because I'm trying to teach us something, and we're just being the dumb kids in the back of the class, like, boo!
I could be completely wrong, though.
Teach us about Catherine the Great. She should probably put them eggs in her butt.
Wow.
She probably did.
I mean, I'm not going to besmirch her,
Her name is like already besmirched because she was fucking horses.
You don't know that. You don't know.
We don't see it. That's why you smiling. We gonna ask Jake.
The visual proof.
Nigga, what the fuck? Time window. Oh, we're doing it. We're making it. Time window. No, we're not talking about that. Another podcast talked about that 2 weeks in the fucking.
That's actually how one of the seasons of the Turtles happened.
They looked back at a time window.
Someone else did, and then something happened. It was I don't know how much of the cartoons you watch, but it was the cartoon that happened after there was a one Ninja Turtle cartoon that was on for a really long time, and it was the one where they had the Shredder had those 4 generals. Each one had the straw hats, and each one had like a different element. It's not the Nickelodeon one. It's like 2 before the Nickelodeon series.
2 before?
Yeah.
Because Nickelodeon's had 2 series so far with it. They had the CGI one, and then they have like the newest one.
Before the CGI one. It's
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yeah, so
you just fucking sing a song.
Because I don't know if you're cultured enough to know.
Nigga, really? How dare you try to recite the deep magic to me?
But after either 1 or 2 seasons,
during the first episode,
wow.
Either the season immediately after or the season 2 after.
What?
You said you just saw that meme?
Yeah.
It's because my mind is controlling the internet.
Or did you just watch Narnia?
No, but we made fun of who was British that we were around that I was forced to make fun of, other than Harry Potter the other day.
Wow.
Nigga, I thought it. You said it out loud. Also, you said Beetlejuice. I'm like, what the fuck are you doing? That's why I wrote it on my phone. So you wouldn't say it out loud. You just said Beetlejuice. And I'm saying like, oh, fucking girl in front of us is wearing a striped fucking whatever that is, pants and shirt. And I'm sitting there like, bro, that bitch look like Beetlejuice. So I just
trying to be the Doppler effect.
He literally
put it on my phone.
Beetlejuice,
and you read it out loud.
It's like, what the fuck do you talking about Beetlejuice? Like, you want to watch the movie? But then I'm also reading the things for the damn supernova star that's also called Beetlejuice and all this other thing that they're saying is going to explode at some point.
Who gives a fuck about Beetlejuice? It's so far away. Who gives a shit?
Well, I mean, if it explodes, we're going to feel the effects of it. It's a supernova.
I mean, fuck. We feel the effects of everything all the time.
That's how mutants are born.
We might not even fucking make it because that asteroid is supposed to hit us tomorrow. Right? Yeah. Fingers crossed. Nah, for real though.
Directly on me.
No, don't do that because then I'm too close. Fucking
splash damage, fatality,
fireball.
I'm not ready for that shit. No, but they were saying like it's coming at a weird fucking angle, and it'll come close enough so that we can see it and this and third. But people are worried that it'll get close enough that it gets pulled into our gravitational field, and then some people are saying like, oh, it'll just slingshot around. I'm like, depends on what angle it comes in.
Just have Bruce Willis handle it like he did the last one.
That's what I keep. That's the first fucking thing I said. I was like, where the fuck is Bruce Willis?
Or Batman. He was there too.
And
Which Batman?
Ben Affleck.
He didn't do nothing. All he did was fuck Liv Tyler, which also fuck him for getting to fuck Liv Tyler. For like, dude, he did nothing in that movie. He was nothing but a hindrance in that movie, and he got the most like win out of that movie. Not only do I get to keep fucking Liv Tyler because her dad is dead, my planet's not going to be destroyed because her dad is dead. Win-win.
Would you say he was the biggest hindrance or Steve Buscemi?
There were a lot of faces in that movie. Now that I think about it,
a hindrance?
Because the smartest motherfucker out of all of them.
Oh, he didn't get like
and he
crazy.
Goes fucking crazy trying to just blow up the damn bomb on top of the damn thing.
Yeah.
Just kill us all. Yeah, we're in space.
Yeah, like space hysteria or something like that.
Yeah.
Space madness.
Yeah.
Tsar Alexander III. So what are the eggs like made of?
They're
crafted from a foundation of gold.
Yeah, so they're generally is gold, but they're mixed with different jewels. A lot of the time, I think like the first one was made with amber.
The last of the adamantium was used to make this final Fabergé egg.
That'd be the dumbest fucking. That'd be worse than making a frisbee out of it.
Russian history had a lot of nice things that just go missing. How the fuck do you lose an entire room that's made of amber?
I remember that, yeah. How that happens is old regime gone. New regime need money. New regime take thing. Duh.
I am the machine.
Actually, I have a question for you. How effective was sealing?
Why is it for me?
Because you might know it. I don't know if you would know it. It's
Oh,
a Infinity Stone question.
Oh.
See? So, so if how effective? Of course, how effective was sealing an Infinity Stone and adamantium be? Like if someone like, in terms of like keeping it from other people. I mean, obviously there are people who can just beast mode through it.
Which one it is, it may or may not take.
Okay, I was just curious because like, oh no, someone's trying to get Infinity Stone. Like just drop it in adamantium. Just
feel like the Power Stone would be able to like break itself out if it willed itself to. It's one of those things where like it depends on a lot of things, like what the writers feel like pulling out of their ass and making canon.
I just curious because I was like, hey, what if like each of the Fabergé eggs had an Infinity Stone in it?
Yeah,
that would be a good way to hide them.
It'd be an okay way to hide them, but
they're lost.
It'd kind of be a dumb way to hide them though, because you're hiding them. You're hiding something that's highly valuable that you don't want people to find in something that's highly valuable that everybody has their attention on. You know what I mean?
See, I was thinking of it as a like hiding in plain sight because what are the odds of someone breaking it?
But then you run the risk of like fucking random jewel thief just so happens to find the fucking.
Oh, I knocked it over.
Oh, I fucking stole it from the now I have it in my living room, but it's fucking glowing or some shit, and now I have superpowers or some shit, and it's like, well,
they would have died.
Dumbass fault for that. So who in the Illuminati loves art the most?
If it was a power one,
because they would do it,
wouldn't they?
Depends. They have like celestial blood. But if they don't, which they probably don't, and they don't have any other powers, then depends.
Is it just a Power Stone that's like that?
MCU Power Stone is like that. I don't know if the Power Stone is regularly like that in comics.
It's been too long since I've read anything.
Yeah, because some of the stones you can just hold them and just use your powers if you know how to do it.
Well, no, I'm talking specifically with the Power Stone. That's the only one where I was like, when I remember watching, I was like, I don't remember that being a thing, but maybe I'm stupid.
From the MCU though, it's a thing. So I'm not sure if it's a comic thing, but it's definitely an MCU thing. So because they, Oh, and I thought that was funny when someone was talking about they were saying pre Hickman's Avengers, Thanos can, like, when he has the Infinity Gauntlet, he can affect things from other universes. I'm like, I don't think that's true.
I've only ever heard it say if it's out of his universe, they don't really work.
And that was something that was like he's had the Infinity Gauntlet. He was the first person to use it, and he used it back in like the fucking 80s or some shit. Mm-hmm. And
that's why it's the most iconic pictures like that.
They didn't update that shit until like 2013, where they put that rule on it. But I still don't think it's ever been used on anyone who was outside of the universe. But I could be wrong. Because there's like 23 years of fucking like comic book history that's like somewhere somebody put like a fucking thing that said like, oh, you bent my pinky. You did it with the Infinity Gauntlet. I'm from another universe. You shouldn't be able to do that, Mom. So
well, if he's from another universe, but in his, it would still work. But if he's
I guess you could argue he could bend. It wouldn't affect the person. It would affect everything around them. So you could still set them on fire, just as long as you're not like using I guess the energy that came out of their body to set them on fire. You could
air is fire.
Exactly. You're like, oh, you need oxygen. All the oxygen around you is now fire.
Be like, I learned this from Mustang.
Pretty much. No, yeah, that shit's weird. Infinity Gem's weird.
Yeah.
Weird. Yeah, I don't think that's like a retcon that you can be like, oh, it's like giving up his powers Doctor Strange where, he's like dumb strong. I don't think it works like that. Where you can just be like, oh, well, this version of Thanos from back then can use it on anybody. I'm like, I don't know. So he didn't fight anybody from outside the universe, so hard to think. Yeah.
And the only rules that have anything for it, like you said, are more recent. Yeah. Just a lot of issues when it comes to things and trying to have people go up against people. I'm just tired of it.
Yo, they were really just trying to fuck your day up. Because I saw them put up that thing about Itachi and Jiraiya. And I was just like, bro. It's like they're going after you.
Yeah.
It's like they know the things they pay attention to the things you ride for, and they're like...
It literally came up after the dude had asked, like, what's your favorite character in Naruto? And I was the first one to comment. I was like, Jiraiya. And then... Oh, okay, this was a fucking setup, apparently. Fuck you guys.
Of course it was a
Happy
setup.
Valentine's.
How could you possibly think it wasn't a setup?
And then they put Guy, Kakashi, and Danzo versus Marco.
I saw that. Marco the Phoenix, Katakuri, and Doflamingo, yeah.
And I was like, you have...
I don't know how I feel about that fight. It's weird.
You have you have two people who aren't Logia users who act as Logia users. Because
his seeing the future shit. Now, it depends on how scared Katakuri is of the fact that, he's like 50 fucking feet tall. He's not afraid of anything. But, like, like if he's like, oh, who the fuck are these motherfuckers from another world? Oh, my God. The only way you could stop his fucking future sight is, like, making him scared or making him mentally unstable for a second.
And even then, he
can snap right back. Yeah. But that's enough to get in one hit, which might fucking kill a person if he hits it once. Because if Might Guy can kick the air just like Luffy can and move like that, just like Luffy can, that means one of his hits is, I guess, comparable to Luffy's, which means that...
Provided he's in 6, right?
8. Well, actually, wait, when does he start doing that?
I thought it was 6.
Was it 6? We looked this up before, too.
It's 6 or 5. I'm going to put it at 5 because Guy's a beast.
We can say 5 because that's when he starts, the air friction starts, like, creating fire, and I don't think Luffy can... Luffy does high levels of energy. Does it create fire?
Mm-hmm. Hey, isn't it his Flame Hawk? Isn't that when he's doing the Flame Hawk?
Red Hawk.
Okay.
Yeah, Red Hawk. Yeah,
all right.
And he's capable of doing that in second form.
So then that means that level 5 is comparable to like pre-time skip Luffy then, like 5th gate. So if he's going full Night Guy and he's bending reality, Luffy hasn't bent reality yet with pure force. So Katakuri's kind of squishy. He's not good at taking damage because he never really had to.
He was...
He's decent, but the reason that fight ended so quickly after Luffy like got on his level with the fucking what's his name is because it's like, oh well, Luffy's good at taking damage because he's a fucking just beyond his rubber shit, which apparently yes, his penis is rubber too. For anyone who wanted to know that, fucking I don't know why people ask these dumbass questions.
Why would you even?
I don't know why people ask these dumbass questions.
No, why would you even just bring it up? It was
just because
it wasn't even on the table.
He put it on the
It
table.
could be the table. We don't know. This table's plastic. Wow. Closest thing to rubber we got in this house.
Wow.
Anyway, fucking... I don't know. It could be...
You're also down with the fact that Luffy at that point is continental strength power.
Yeah. Because Don Jinjiao and his bullshit. Fucking... So when it comes to that fight, he didn't really start hurting Katakuri until like a certain point after he had already taken buttloads of damage. And then even at that point where they were like, you know, equal with the whole like, oh, I can see the future bullshit, that's when they started tagging each other back and forth.
I wouldn't say Luffy was equal with that. I love Luffy, but he was just getting...
Well, the fact that he could do it at all put him on a level where he could at least get in punches.
Yeah, no, I agree.
And once he started getting in punches, it became a thing of like we're exchanging blows instead of Luffy just being... It's not a one-sided fight anymore. It's both people are getting hurt. And that pain, for one side, only lasted for like 5 more minutes after that fight, like, got to that point. Whereas Luffy's 5 minutes was like, I'm getting to the end of my shit, but like, I'm fucking this guy up. Luffy's better at taking he's way better at taking damage and way better at taking like just everything, as opposed to Katakuri, who like only was taking damage for like the last part of that fight and went down. He's incredibly squishy because he doesn't fucking take damage.
He's not used to it.
He hasn't really taken damage since he was a fucking kid.
Where you have the entire loop, or not?
Yeah, when he was a child, he was taking L's like
yeah.
Right.
Yeah. And then he donned that fucking scarf and was like, never again. Never again. And then he had those motherfuckers running. He probably killed them.
It's actually funny how like half of the Straw Hat crew
that
are
sounded
like
more like
oddly able to soak damage. Because even Usopp can soak damage. I mean, he doesn't soak as much as everyone else.
Whose pain tolerance is the best aside from Zoro?
Okay, I was about to say, like...
we already know who that one is.
Because Usopp is in full body cast still fucking running around and shit. Like, you broke every bone of your body. He's sitting there, still running around and shit. I'm like...
I would say after Zolo, I want to say it would be... Luffy or Usopp.
I think Luffy.
But I think it's still gonna be Luffy.
Yeah, probably.
Cause Sanji, like I'm thinking like Sanji fights, he gets hit, but he doesn't. Yeah, I would say he doesn't. Like he gets hit, but he doesn't take like he doesn't
get like full body cast.
Yeah, he doesn't soak damage like everybody else.
At least not often.
Like, cause everybody else they soak damage.
I don't know. He just bleeds to death.
Yeah. Women fuck him up. If you ever had to fight a strong woman, like if Big Mom ever lost that weight and got rid of that nose, fucking, he'd be done. You know Sanji would have been one of them fucking husbands. His kid would be a fucking monster. Oh my god. His kid would be possibly the only person who might be able to take out Katakuri out of all her kids. Yeah. It's possible.
Oh, actually, I had a one question for you guys.
But who do you think? I'm sorry.
No problem.
But who do you think which team would have won that fight though? Because I'm saying for me,
it's annoying because you have 2 awakened zones and you have 2 awakened Paramecia and you have a fucking zone that is a mythical zone. So, and he can heal other people too. He doesn't just heal just himself. I was
gonna say Danzo and Dolph Mega are going to get knocked out immediately.
My thing with Danzo is the bullshit of Izanagi and being able to fucking rewrite history and shit is a little bit broken, and you know he's a little bitch, so he's gonna go straight to that.
But see, that's the issue. The fact he's a little bitch, and then Katakuri will just...
No, that's what I'm saying. Like, he's
hockey.
He's gonna be a bitch, which means he's gonna go straight for that. So the second he gets knocked out, the fuck was that?
You know what I wonder I wonder if Doflamingo could force his eyes closed.
With strings, probably.
Yeah.
Possibly. If he doesn't know what the eyes are, though, he might not attack him.
Yeah, but I'm just curious because it's like, oh, have 5. Wait, why don't we have 3 eyes open? Doflamingo's like, I sold him shut. Get at me.
He could do that.
Also, Doflamingo can puppeteer people. I don't know
Which is why the whole Mike Guy thing, people were like, ooh.
Like, hey,
puppet
Mike
master
Guy,
a motherfucker that can, like, break reality.
Go put Dazo in each of his eyes.
But then they kept talking about the damn Shisui Genjutsu thing where he can make them basically just a charm spell. Just
he can only do that every so often. And
isn't it only one person he can target with that? Because he was at the summit.
I thought you told me he can charm as many people as he wants as long as they're looking at it. I think it's like a Lelouch thing where it's like as long as they're all looking at him, he could do it to as many people in the room as are that can see it.
See, that's what I thought, but then how the fuck did he get caught?
He got caught because fucking what's his dude was like, this nigga's got some weird energy inside him. Because remember that guy had a Byakugan, and he's like, what the fuck? He was looking at him like, what the fuck? Because in order to start using it, he had to unlock it kind of, and then it was like, oh, well now your energy's just seeping into the fucking room. You think we're idiots? Especially you got a Byakugan user sitting in the fucking room. I forgot what his name is. Show? Something like that.
The one with the eye patch, right?
Yeah, he was with the Mizukage.
I wonder if that's
Mizukage? I thought
it was Mizukage because remember she kept every time she kept babying Chojuro, the swordsman kid, and every time the swordsman kid would like make a mistake or this, that, and third, blah, blah, she's like, it's okay, Chojuro. He's like, stop doing that to him, this, that, and third, blah, blah. Stop babying him. She's like, babies, sex, marriage. I'll fucking murder you. He's just like, okay.
So, do you think his Byakugan eye is Neji's dad's eye?
I don't know. They said they got it. They don't say how long ago it was.
Okay.
Because
like, remember they had to like sacrifice Neji's dad and yada yada yada.
Well, then it wouldn't have worked.
The main branch.
Because remember because the way that their seal shit works, it fucks with the body so that you can't take the Byakugan. Like that was the whole point of it. So I think they gave him to them, and then he just fucking died, and they were like, oh fuck. I think that eye they got at some other point in history.
I mean, we've never seen Neji's mom.
That's true.
Have we ever seen Hinata's mom?
I think she might have
a glimpse of a flashback. Maybe.
I think she might have died in childbirth or some shit.
Naruto is just full of orphans.
Yeah.
Who has more orphans, Fairy Tail or Naruto? Go.
Fairy Tail. Every single one of them is an orphan, or at least all the main characters.
I was about to say, Urza orphaned herself. She doesn't count.
That's not true. Her mom's a bitch.
Yeah.
And didn't Gray's dad teach him like ice demon magic? So he ain't no orphan.
He's technically an orphan, yeah. His dad like survived on somehow in like a fucking weird ass.
He was abandoned.
His dad was like absorbed by a fucking demon or some shit.
He's abandoned. He let himself get absorbed. So yeah, demon, take me. Fuck this child.
Are you considered an orphan?
Fuck this child. The demon's like, no, when you say fuck this child. Because it's a demon, so it's like.
This isn't Berserk.
Is it considered an orphan if
or is it?
It never had parents?
If you never had parents?
Yeah. Because wasn't Natsu made?
I was about to say, I'm like, what do you mean never? So would you have, no, Natsu's not. No, he wasn't made. He was. I mean, well, he was made, but not that way. He was made just like because Zaref is like his older brother, right? Like so he did like somebody did the nasty and the pasty, actually had a kid, then he was born, but then Natsu died when he was a kid, and that was the reason why Zaref was all fucking angsty and shit. And then he brought him back using the magic bullshit as like one of his demon things as a end or whatever.
Okay, I was curious.
Then Yu-Gi-Oh came along, and Brian walks in. Anyway,
yeah.
But no.
Speaking of orphans, or what were you gonna say?
Go ahead.
Okay, speaking of orphans, when are you gonna start? What?
Did that start?
Which stabber? Yeah.
Fuck.
That's how I just thought. I was like, did you start watching that? Because that used to be your show, and then I had to overlap you on it because you would take too long to watch it.
To be fair, I watched it like 20 years ago and didn't fucking realize what I was watching. I watched
that's
it
like
as a
half
kid.
the anime I watch.
Yeah, right? I watched it as a kid. Well, you fucking... Carl's just like... He's fucking person that just sits in his room just consuming fucking anime, not remembering half of it and shit until something happens. The way that snowflake fell reminds me of this episode of this little girl anime I used to watch. I call them little girl animes. This motherfucker always watching anime. I always walk in, this motherfucker watching something where it's like a bunch of girls just sitting there in school being girls. Girls being girls being girls being girls. Girl group.
Are you sure it's an anime that he's watching?
Pretty sure. Bruh! There's a fucking anime out recently that like Funimation just got fucking tricked into making.
Yeah,
like,
they canceled it.
They instantly tried to cancel it and tried to make all the voice actors sign DMCAs to say like, no, I didn't work on this with Funimation. Like, bruh, they are trying to bury it deep, like on some bored shit. What do we do with this fucking stove? Bury it deep. Tried to do that, and in their attempt to do it, everybody got on board because they're like, "What are you? What you doing with that? What the fuck is this?"
They put too much attention on it.
They put way too much attention on it. Like.
What show is that?
It's called something Inspectors or something Investigators. JT was asking me about it. I heard of it. I haven't watched it.
Oh, is that what he was asking you about?
Yeah,
of course he was.
It's JT.
But this shit, the overreaction levels is like, imagine Josh is in a situation where he can't freak out, but a spider lands on him. So it's like a normal person would just be right, but Josh overreacts. and then instantly tries to make it seem like that entire thing was normal and nothing happened. In a room full of people, everybody's just looking at him like, "Bro, are you okay?" "Yes, I'm okay." What are you talking? Nothing happened. Nothing happened.
I'm trying to think. If I remember correctly,
you can't smite a person. You can't smite an entire thing out of existence and not expect people to be like, "What the fuck was that? There's a fucking crater in the ground."
Yeah, that he wouldn't be the one to leave a crater in the ground trying to get rid of a spider.
Nuke it.
I'm trying to think. I think the anime is about the characters are basically they're reporting their experiences with other species. So it's like interspecies erotica.
So there's like an angel guy apparently. There's fucking apparently there's a tax for if you want to fuck a pixie.
Oh my good
Apparently
Lord.
there is a tax because pixies are tiny. So they give you something. Joe, look at me. Look me in the fucking eye when I say this shit. Look me in the fucking eye. They do something called the length tax. So if your dick is bigger than a certain amount, they make you pay a length tax, and then they might still not fuck you. Swindling ass pixies.
Well, they are tricksters.
Yeah. Also, you might kill one if you fucking.
Is it pixies and fairies or just pixies? Only reason I'm
I
asking.
couldn't remember because I was just listening to a podcast where they were talking about this shit.
Because, like I said, I've heard about it, I haven't watched it, but I think, aren't Doolahans considered fairies? Doolahans are mad big.
Dualhans are considered fairies, yeah.
Fairies can handle a lot of things, you know.
They're specifically, I think, talking about like.
What?
You really gonna disrespect him by not saying his name? You really gonna disrespect? Wait, does he have a tail? Do fairies actually have tails?
They have a tailbone.
Yeah, I'm sure you know. Anyway. Anyway. Fucking that entire thing
is that why you work
so
Saturdays
fucked
now?
up.
Because you got to pay that link tax.
I'm not gonna say that. I'm not gonna say that. Oh, it just keeps getting worse. I need to talk so I can.
Let it out. What were you gonna say? Let it out. Was it another maggot joke?
No. It involved one though.
You can say anything about The Rock. He won't care.
No. We got news about him too. We'll get to news in a second, but like, what's up?
After sports.
Yeah. No, so apparently this show has.
No. What were you No, stay on the subject. We gotta stay on the subject.
Fucking. Apparently this show. Staying on subject. That's what I'm doing. Apparently this show, like, it's got. Because they tried to bury it, it's got the censored version, it's got the uncensored version, and apparently it was a manga. The manga doesn't have all this sex shit in it, apparently.
Oh, that's good.
But then the animators were just like, let's just fucking make porn. So, I don't even know how Funimation got that far.
These animators?
I don't fucking... They're Japanese, so they could have been anywhere from like 13 to like 70-something. 80-something, whatever heart healthy age is still good to look at porn. Anyway, fucking like a lot of porn, huh?
Any age.
Some people can't.
I mean,
you have like a heart thing.
Betty White is watching porn.
Is Betty White? Betty White's a woman, though. Women are more resilient. Yes, they are. Gross. Anyway,
you had a JD moment that you trailed off and everything.
That was a very quick moment too. All it was just Betty White naked for a second, and it was like, nope, come back.
It was weird. He even looked up to the left.
He
went off.
That's where you're supposed to look. That's like everybody in TV does
it. It's like.
Did you hear the music?
But you didn't come out saying a weird little thing though.
Nope isn't bad enough. There have been a couple times where he was like, nope, it's too much. I can't do it.
I think Turk says nope a lot when he does it. Turk be like, nope.
Yeah.
That's why you should never trust camels.
Anyway. Fucking apparently the uncensored version is just like they basically just black out the entire screen or something like that, or like they tastefully like cover the stuff, but you can still hear it though, which is fucking hilarious.
Basically,
yeah.
So, all right, so
I don't know how this is
anime that I will never watch.
He's like, by the way, what's the name of it, just so I can avoid it.
It's gonna be one of those anime. You're gonna be upstairs chilling, and you're gonna come downstairs. JT gonna be on your Xbox watch anime. JT, what you watching?
Oh yeah, is it? So apparently the uncensored version is on Crunchyroll not Crunchyroll, Pornhub. Somebody was just like, bruh, some unsung hero out there was like, no, this needs to exist. So he put it up on
Culture of the World.
Yeah.
Why does Pornhub just have everything on there?
Bro, Pornhub be having like fucking soccer matches and shit. You got people on it'll be the craziest random fucking video like, this girl fucking anal prolapse, this, that, and third, blah, blah, but in the comments it'll be people like, can you help me with my math homework? It's like, and they're actually fucking helping this nigga with his math homework. It's fucked up. I tell you,
bringing the community together.
Bro,
it's just weird because they have Disney movies on there, like you said, sporting. It's like they don't go to YouTube to put on. And it's like, oh, well, then put it on Pornhub. And it's like...
Because most people are too afraid to look through it.
Yeah, I might say it's smart because they're just going to assume anything that's on it is just fucking porn.
And they're not combing through porn sites to... Only people looking for porn sites are other porn industry producers and all that kind of shit to take their stuff off.
Yep.
They don't give a fuck about flagging like a fucking football game. Like a soccer game or whatever that is.
Like, I didn't watch this yet. Let me watch this and I'll get back to work.
Just imagining somebody just making an entire anime and putting it up on Pornhub and then going like, hey, Funimation, I got a new anime for you. Do you have any previous works? Yeah, it's all up on Pornhub. Go check it out.
Joe, is that what I have to do to get my story published? Just put it on Pornhub.
I'm trying to think. Somebody finessed the fuck out of somebody to get a story made. The other
Walking
day.
Dead?
No, there was something more recent that, like...
Yeah, you were talking about that the other day, too.
What, Walking Dead?
No. The fact that someone
finesse the fuck out of somebody to get something made, and I can't remember what it is. There's lots of hustles out here, man, to get shit made. Bruh. All you gotta do is trick people into thinking that what you have is good, and then they'll get behind it, throw money behind it. It really makes you wonder how a lot of these things got made when it's like, this was a terrible concept. Why did you even go that way? But anyway.
You know, you got those silver-tongued people out there.
That is true. There are people out there that can make anything seem good.
You also have those people who like, oh, I have like, $200 million in burnable cash. What to do with it? Oh, you don't say you have $200 million. Let me tell you my idea.
Let me remake Shaman King. Bro, if I become a millionaire, I'm remastering a bunch of old fucking things that didn't get a chance to.
You gonna remaster Am Driver?
Let's do Kenichi and Hunter x Hunter first.
Just gonna pay a Japanese person to tell me what the fuck they're telling. Like my wife. No.
You just gotta finish Kenichi because they have the OVA goes a little bit into the extra stuff. It just doesn't do all of it because Kenichi's actually
have
very
you seen
long.
the OVA?
No.
Okay, the guy I was telling Joe about the guy he was fighting, the Russian kid, about how Kenichi for the first time had the problem of like, I have to fight someone weaker than me, and I'm not the type of person to take the offensive. So
yeah, in the OVA, Kenichi fights the Russian kid, and Sakaki fights the kicker, the guy with
the French dude.
Yeah,
that was the dude I told you about was making fun of them when they thought Shigure was dead.
Yeah,
Shigure gets kidnapped by the apparently the One Shadow Nine Fists has there's a weapon version of them, and she gets kidnapped by them, and it's kind of funny because my dude this was after he got out of jail or escaped from jail basically, and he basically was like, they're like a crazy group of motherfuckers that use weapons, and you know what weapons are for. Weapons are for killing people, so she's probably dead. And it's funny as hell because he's sitting there like with this happy look on his face, patting Miyu and Kenichi's heads like, oh, she's probably dead. And they're just sitting there like fucking crying like, he's just like, oh, dumbass. It's fucked up.
It's actually funny.
Guy's a dick.
Because that's when they start, in the OVA, they start breaking away from the happy fights, and it's like, these are life or death matches. Yeah. Because Kenichi actually manages to land a hit on that dude, and the dude was like, wow, you actually hit me. Oh, you didn't have any murderous intent, so I didn't feel like dodging it.
Yeah. He's like, I knew you weren't going to kill me or anything. Yeah. So I was like,
But he still wasn't expecting to get hit, though. He was like, oh, that was interesting.
Kenichi's had some really good fights. And I'm upset that they didn't just go through and just animate some of his fights. Mm-hmm. Like Apachai's Dark Apachai's apostle, what's his name? Tirawat Kyokin or something like that. That he's a fucking monster. He was the only person that like Kenichi loses sometimes, but like he was the only person that it was like, I'm fighting you and I actually lost. And then I had to come back after training more and fuck you up. Or the Pencoxalot guy. But he was a bitch.
That was the Prince dude, right?
Yes.
That's animated. He's an OVA too.
Is he?
Yep. Because they fight him at like the ski mountain.
Ski lodge, yeah.
He's in the OVA too.
Oh, so that fight is in the OVA?
Yep, so that fight's in the OVA.
Oh, I gotta go watch that.
The Sambo kid and the French guy. Those three are in the OVA, because I remember those three.
I don't remember who the Russian guy's master was.
I remember that he was on top of a building a lot. Like, he was, like, looking down. He was on the building. Because the Russian dude would always go to him and be like, Master, blah, 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 blah. And then he would go down and he tried to fight Kenichi. Actually, he just busted Ryo Zanpaku. And then the Masters didn't do anything because, the Masters got involved.
They're not afraid of him.
Yeah.
And they're not supposed to get involved with disciple fights.
Yeah, and then I think he went after Kenichi, and Kenichi didn't know what was going on, so Miyu got in the way, and he, like, knocked Miyu out, and Kenichi...
Yeah.
And then he tied up Kenichi, and everybody's like, oh no. And then they were like, just wait a minute. And Kenichi's like, and started tensing up and everything. It was good.
Yeah.
You gotta watch it.
I think he was the first person that he used Seikuken against. The fucking defense thing where you basically make like a barrier. Like basically it's the extent of your of your arms and your limbs and stuff to protect you. So you're basically making like a barrier of like all the areas that you could stop an attack or whatever. And this I've heard it was fucking dope. It's one of the elders' techniques, or
It's a rudimentary version. His friend with the glasses, he does it.
Yeah. Mostly because his teacher was the guy who was trained by Ryo Zanpaku.
You know what that always reminded me of a little bit?
That guy. Do you know what that guy's name is?
Then they call him Odin or something. I remember.
I know. He's got that name, but
because they always refer to him as that. Name. Only one who would call him by his name is Kenichi.
Yeah, because once he realized who he was like, "Oh, I'm not calling you by your fake ass name."
Word.
But then Hermit,
I know the real you.
Hermit, they never fucking managed to find out. Or actually, no, he was in the same class as them, so they did know his name, but they just kept calling him Hermit because it's a cooler name.
Yeah, that reminded me of dude from Hunter x Hunter, with the troop. Remember the guy, the sword user who he can make that circle around him with his nen, and he has like an absolute defense almost. Anything that enters his nen, he knows where it is.
Oh, you talking about Nobunaga?
Yeah. The Sokoken reminded me of that.
Yeah. Nobunaga's a fucking beast.
Yeah. Oh, the movie was actually pretty good. I think there's 2 or 3 Hunter x Hunter movies. There's one of them that talks about a former member of the troop, and it goes a little bit into Kurapika's past and everything. That movie's pretty good.
I'll have to check that out.
Yeah.
I didn't get a chance to. Yeah, my week was not that. It's the same. Funny stuff. We went to an open mic night.
Spit some fire?
No.
Are you going to spit fire one day?
Joe was about to, but then this white lady stole the fucking microphone from him. It was hilarious. Then she started talking about her kids or some shit. But the way she was talking about her kids was almost like a frantic, like, scrambling to talk about anything. So she kind of sounded like a person. She sounded like Maze Hughes, only like a crazy cat lady, but like about her kids. And I'm like,
maybe the cats are her kids.
I don't want to say I don't care, but give someone else the microphone.
Like, I'm not going to say I don't care, but you can see it on my face.
And then I had to have a chat with Corey about this fucking witch that was on the stage the other night, because what the fuck? This bitch sang a song that was beautiful, but just nothing but fucking sadness. I dead ass felt like fucking depressed for the next 2 hours after listening to that song. It was a fucking beautiful song. This girl was playing the piano with her boyfriend who he had a guitar and like one of those, those things that they put around their neck so they can play the harmonica while playing the guitars. He had one of those, and he was kind of just strumming along while she was singing this song. It was dumb sad.
So was it a Kid Cudi, not Kid Cudi original? Because Kid Cudi music is like it'd be bumping, then you actually listen to it and it's like, oh man.
I wonder if that is his girlfriend. Did they say that they were?
She said, I can't remember what she said. I know Corey said that. I'm pretty sure he said that they were together.
Joe, like, if they're not together, they might have to.
Oh no, because I was telling like I
better
I
not
know,
bring that fucking witch in this house.
It's because I know Jackson and he comes and he plays at the theater a lot too.
He's gonna let her sit in your chair, curse you.
She didn't dress like it too, because she had that fucking like poncho shawl looking thing.
She was looking very much Stevie Nicks-y.
All black. I was like,
see if her last name is Midao.
She could be Bonza, her grandmother. Fucking.
Actually, she could be, because later on when they start talking about the witches and stuff, they're mad potent and they can like live for a long
time. But it was still a good song.
It was a good. I'm not saying that it wasn't a good song. It's just that like white people's sad music is so different from our sad music, because our sad music, like blues and this, that, and third, are like R&B that's like love sad.
Singing in the rain.
There's the love and the sadness, which is mixed together. So you leave the song not being entirely depressed. It's like there's sadness with other shit mixed in.
It's like
there's sarcasm in blues. There's fucking hope in blues. There's also the like, isn't it funny that I'm in this situation, yet at the same time it's hurting me. Whereas that was just like she tapped into just pure sadness and put it in a song, and it was like fucking goddamn.
So Lenny Williams. Lenny Williams.
We know Lenny.
Almost killed him.
Yeah.
Is that just pure sadness? Because that man was crying in that booth singing that song.
Yeah. Yeah. It's just pure sad. And then that makes you wonder, like, what is going on in your life as a white woman that is so sad?
Her boyfriend paying attention to the harmonica.
Maybe you never been in love like she's been in love.
I fucking haven't. I'm a cruel, unloving person. Happy Valentine's Day. No, for real though, I have trust issues. So
everyone has trust issues.
Minor bad.
It's because you're black.
Very yes.
Black people have like the worst trust issues ever.
Trust issues,
reasons
paranoia.
though.
There are legit fucking.
I mean, cause I have them too, and it's hard to get over them.
Let me just tell you how the fucking like they make you look crazy by having they'll have the white people who don't know shit who are saying, why are you always like this? Why are you upset? Why are you always talking about white people like that? And it's just like, yeah, we're not like that. This, that, and third. It's like, you're not like that. But there's another group of white people that's trying to make me look crazy. Because they're like, oh, let's make him look crazy because we're going to do shit, but his friends aren't going to do shit. And they're going to be like, why are you doing that? Why are you like, huh? And be like, exactly. It's the paranoia. Never know when they're going to get it. Never know when they're going to come for me.
That's why I don't want to be good at chess.
Yeah, it seems like the smarter you get, the more paranoid you get. A lot of smart people are
more understanding of the world and the universe and stuff, and it's like,
Yeah, I have my own
like
weird
Thanos,
idiosyncrasies. Joe knows
like
he's watched me for like over a year.
Knowledge.
You know too. You know I'm weird.
Yeah, I've seen it. I've lived through it.
Yeah.
Flailing on the floor in the middle of the night.
He flails on the floor a lot.
Yeah. Okay, first of all, here I don't have a bed, so I have to flail on the floor to sleep. I had a bed, I fell out of it, and you were sitting there watching me flail on the floor. That's completely different.
No, because your bed is upstairs, but down here you flail on the floor a lot.
So tell me why this nigga is on the floor because his fucking chair fell over. He's like, sometimes you just gotta understand the world by laying down on the fucking floor. And I'm like, you bitch nigga. But I did that one time and you came downstairs and saw me on the floor. Why you laying on the floor like a maggot? I'm sitting there like, what the fuck does that have to do with anything?
Didn't even say that, but okay. Called you a bitch.
That's because Joe just pointed out that you're about
Same. Same. It's fucked up. It's fucked up, yo. Anyway.
I'm a fucked up individual.
Yeah.
Oh, Monster Hunter news.
Yeah, so let's transition into news. So
there's supposed to be 2 new subspecies for Brachy and Rajang. I believe it's supposed to be well, I think 2 are coming out now. I think another one's coming out later.
Oh.
Like they announced 2. It's supposed to be the Raging Brachydios and the is it Raging Brachydios and something Rajang, I believe it is.
You get mad at that Brachydios the other day? God damn.
I don't know the specifics, but it's supposed to be a Rajang and a Brachydios.
They just don't want me to play this game.
I want you to shine. What would be the special thing about the Brachydios?
I haven't looked into it. I just saw the announcement thing for it. It looks like it can set his tail on slime now, though. So you know, normally the tail is just there and it's just big and whacks you. Apparently, the tail can do blast now.
Oh.
But other than that, I'm not sure.
More reason to cut it off.
That's usually what I do. Everything with a tail, I just cut it off because everything has some kind of tail swipe. You cut that tail off and it's like, oh, you tried to hit me with your stub, haha.
Tail swipe is
because it's like it's kind of cheap.
It is.
Because you be hitting
it's always
face.
It's always like a step SWAT type thing.
And
so if it knows you're behind it, it's...
Yep, and a lot of times you'll be hitting the face, and then you will roll, and it'll be like, oh, you just rolled into my tail. So I just cut it off.
See, the issue is now they made it so much harder to cut the damn tail off of things.
And it does seem like you need more damage to do it, but I think they did that because now you can wound parts, so you can increase the speed at which you do the damage. So they had to increase the amount of like part health, I guess.
Well, I don't know because now I find it easier to break off other parts And it's like, but specifically the tail is the one where I would be, like I was saying the other day, I was going up against Gold Rathian. Had the long sword, I did nothing but attack his tail. Mm-hmm. And I did the little spear, half moon fucking bullshit. Hit the tail. Yeah, I hit the tail and it said parts broken, and I'm looking to see where the tail, because I was going to, you gotta carve the tail. But it was the wing that broke. And it's like, that's probably my first time hitting its fucking wing.
It's all that Alka history. Hitting tails, hitting into the wing damage.
Nah, he's doing the fucking, what was that, back moon arc thing that Omoi did. He fucking slashed in front somehow and slashed behind him. Fucking, that's crazy.
Because I know recently, because the event was going on, I've been running a lot of that Barrioth 50 Shades of White quest, because it has a weapon for every weapon class, so why not? So I had to run it like 20 times. But it was taking me a while to break the fangs. Because you need Amber Tusk and the ticket. So I was focusing on the fangs so I could break the fangs for the Amber Tusk, and it was taking me a long time to break the Amber Tusk. It took a long time to break the tail also. A lot of times we were two-manning it with this dude I know, and he was using Grey Sword. We were killing it with the Grey Sword. We were powering through it. But
Grey Sword has a lot of power. I like the Grey Sword, but it's even worse than the Hammer in terms of movement. Mm. I hate it. At least you go block with it.
Yeah. I mean, every weapon for the most part has like a play style. So like you can just go in with a weapon and just hack and slash, but you're not going to be as effective as if you play its style.
Like the other day, he gave me the fucking controller because he had a phone call or whatever, and I'm sitting there using the hammer. I've never used hammers before, so just trying to emulate the shit that he was doing. Like I couldn't do most of the stuff. I wasn't as effective because.
So you just went in and smashing.
I thought that because you know how for dual blades most of the shit that's good is for Y.
Yeah. Like
the B button is like one attack. So it's like, well, if I have two weapons, why am I doing one attack? I could do spin attack or whatever. Keep pressing Y. Fucking the hammer has different shit, so it's like you press Y or you press B or whatever to have different effects, and I was fucking up. Mm-hmm. I did decent enough that I didn't die.
He broke apart.
Yeah.
But like still.
See, for me, when I have to use hammer, I use it for specific maps.
Yeah.
Because in my opinion, hammer is like the best weapon for the aerial attack because it just do. So if you do like part breaker and slugger and just keep doing that, you can just wreak havoc. That's why I use a hammer against Nergi all the time. I have duels for Nergi, but I like using the hammer more against it because you can just do so much damage and get so much knockouts with it. But you can
use an insect blade for him.
Yeah, the reason I was doing the 50 Shades of White quest is because there's literally one weapon for every weapon type. So what I was going to do is I was going to farm all those tickets, and then once I get to the point where I've unlocked all the monsters, I was going to start using all the other weapons, and I was going to use the weapons from that event because all the weapons are actually really good. Like I think right now the best weapons in the game are the Safi Jiva weapons, and then there's like another 3 weapons that are like up there in that tier, then everything else is like below. And I think those weapons are in that tier right below Safi Jiva weapons. So I was like, that's what I've been looking up online because I was trying to figure out, because I want to go into Charge Blade and Switch Axe. So I was trying to figure out which ones to use. And a lot of people are saying, if you don't have Safi Jiva stuff, just use those. If you don't have those, then use these. And I have the materials for them, so I'm just going to use them. I think they're called like Palace Guard or Regalia Guard or Regalia Palace weapons, something like that. And they all look really, really cool too.
I think I got like one ticket and then it was trying to show me the shit and I'm like,
they look really good too. So I have all the tickets, so I'm gonna start making those once I break my 100 rank limit or master rank.
Yeah, I wish I could get Safi Jiva stuff. People just don't want to fucking play it. It's ridiculous.
Well, when you do get in, people seem to kick you out for like no fucking reason.
Your hunter rank isn't above 100. Yeah, it's
like you realize there are people who have a hunter rank, like in master rank of like 1, and yet they're better than everybody else in this fucking game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's just asinine. Like, your stuff isn't made for breaking parts. It's like, I'm wearing Savage Devil Joe armor. That's part breaker maxed out completely.
But you're not wearing different parts, Joe. You're not maximizing your fucking potential by looking like a fucking crazy JoJo character that fucking
have you seen
got
this
dressed
character?
in different people's fucking shit. You got one hand that's Savage Devil Joe, but you gotta have the other arm that's like fucking Sergio's, and the fucking head
Gotta
that's
be
like
like
Raphael's, and the fucking chest plate. Yeah, right? Yeah, you gotta mix match and look dumb like Chad.
But funny enough, I'm the main one doing any part damage and breaking things off. And I fucking hate it every time I ever completely broke the head and also had the wings, the back broken as well. Everyone just died and then quit. It's like, are you fucking... Why?
That's one of those... That's the downside to having your performance tied to other people. With respect to that shit, it's like, yeah.
I mean, that's the problem with like raid type stuff. Is that someone will, I missed my rocket launcher thing, like for Destiny, or I got killed once, and they'll just leave, and it's like, okay, well now we need to find someone else, or we can't do it. Great, we just spent 30 minutes getting to this boss, and now we have to start over. That's why I try not to do too much games with raid heavy gear. So like if the best gear in the game is raid gear, and the raid community isn't great, I try to avoid that game unless I know people who play it. So I'm like, yo, 8 of us about to get on Joe Shadowless, you know what I mean?
Yeah. There's some games where that shit is to like the fucking nth degree because you need like 20 people. Yeah, and if any one person is not either like doing their job or not even there, then you have to wait like 45 minutes for a person to just randomly come in, and they might not be good.
Now, don't get me wrong. I love the idea of raids and stuff because it's like, a community thing. Everyone's coming together and doing stuff, and that, working together to, achieve a goal and everything, that feeling is great. But when the community isn't there and you don't have people to do it, it sucks hard.
I'd prefer the junior version of that, which is just monster hunting. 4 people together killing monsters.
That's why I like the Kulv Taroth way to do it, where you still need other people, but you don't need them directly with you. They're adjacent. So you have your forward, you have all these other groups all over that all, come together.
Broken up into parties.
Well, see, that's the same thing for Safi, but anyone that I know that plays Monster Hunter is invested.
Why the fuck you look at me? Like, this nigga don't even play.
I didn't even look in your direction.
You even live, bro.
You did the fucking... Wait. You need to watch New Girl. You did the fucking...
Always comes a New Girl.
You did the fucking... I swear to God, there was an episode where she got like a helmet stuck on her head or whatever. Or no, she had a sex dream about the roommate, about Nick. And it was mad funny because it's like, so who's going to crack first and tell me about this sex dream? Is it going to be you, Jess? Or Cece? He's just looking at... And they're just looking at each other. And then he's like holding the helmet. She looks down for a second, like he's like, "You looked at the helmet." She's like, "No, I didn't." He's like, "You looked at the helmet." It's like, "No, I didn't." He's like, "Who from the team?" And he just starts going through people from that team. It's mad funny because he's just like, I mean, they're cute, but come on. It's like she doesn't know any of those people. It's like, so it's someone you do know. It's fucking stupid. Oh my God, you had a sex dream about me. Fucking stupid. That's what you did though. You looked like
But yeah, I'm almost there, Joe.
It's like Devon, Arnaldo.
Actually, I think Arnaldo might be where he is in terms of Icebourne.
I don't even see him on my
Arnaldo's like
anymore.
a wandering fucking samurai. You just have to kind of, like, if you see him in your town, just ask him for help to take care of the bad guys. Because
every time he logs on, it's like, I have to go to work. It's like, why weren't you on earlier? I could have used the help.
Or you're in the middle of watching Scrubs and something funny's happening, and all of a sudden you see Darth Boy.
And it's like, and I'm not even in the mood to play a game right now because I either was playing Dead by Daylight.
Got your ass stomped out. You're done. Like, I'm done for the night. And then he comes like he knows. So which Funko Pop is connected to him? Probably 18. That's his limit. He'd be in something that's 18.
It'd probably be the Megazord.
Probably, actually, yeah.
Let's go put this man on
blast. You know what it is?
He puts himself on blast.
You got 2 Megazords. One pop is connected to his mom's house. One pop is connected to his girl's house.
Fucking. Oh yeah, we gotta go see one of the 2 movies that's out now because Sonic just came out today.
Yep, Sonic came out. And we were talking about seeing Bad Boys.
I thought you all were going last night to see it.
I was going to try to make that happen, but I forgot that I don't get paid from the mushroom job on Thursday. I get paid on Friday. So we could go tonight if you guys wanted to, but be kind of weird with all the couples and romantic shit happening.
No, my plan is you go to Walmart, grab a bunch of Oreos, milk, cereal, and then go in my room and be, a sad individual.
I thought he was going to say get all that and go to the little and just watch it in like the box up top.
I should just go there and watch a damn movie because I was supposed to work today.
Who's shaking the table?
Oh, that's me.
I'm
about to say, I know my leg is bouncing, but it ain't me.
Yeah, my foot was in the...
But, yeah, no, boss basically just told me he doesn't want to work with me. Yeah.
Isn't Greta your boss? She's one of your bosses.
She's a manager, but this...
Yeah.
Derek is big boss.
Like having Greta above you, don't you?
No.
Anyway.
Greta's a sweetheart. She's like his sister to me.
Yo, fuck you for having a job where you just like this motherfucker's life is just a fucking dating simulator. He's just like surrounded by people he could have like fuck relationships. He can have good sex with all of them.
Not really.
Who not?
All of them?
I'm not gonna start listing names. So I'm not gonna disrespect you like that, but like
all of them?
What was it you told me about Anna when you were like, oh yeah, I was giving her a massage one day at fucking work and her ass was just sitting on a fucking chair. I was just like fucking smush that booty.
Okay, that didn't happen.
Before you said you wanted to. What do you mean that didn't happen? You were the one who told me about it.
Yeah, I gave her a massage, but that last part didn't happen.
I said you wanted to. I didn't say you did.
No, I think you want me to do that for you.
I don't know.
Because you won't go for her. But anyway...
Nigga, I never fucking...
big boss basically told someone like, oh yeah, no one signed up for this shift, so why don't you go ahead and take it? It's like, yeah, you watched me take this shift a week and a half ago. So, okay, that's literally, alright, you don't want me to work. I got it. So then I didn't fight it. I was like, alright, I'll just stay home today then.
I don't know why you're trying to put this on me. I don't even know that bitch.
Wow. Like you wouldn't go for her though.
I've only ever seen like one picture and I met her I met her in person, but like
twice.
Was it twice?
Yeah, you met her
twice. The fact
twice.
that I can't even remember that I met her twice.
Now the thing is that because his memory is bad or because she wasn't memorable?
Either way. It's kind of not great. You can't make an impression on this. I remember how Sofia Vergara looks. Only reason I know about Greta is because that fucking picture you got leaving around. The other chick is cute though. She sound like she looks like she'd be like
Debbie.
Oh yeah, good for the hate fucking. Good for the hate fucking.
Hate fucking people, I swear.
What? The fucking way.
You know it's his hobby.
Yeah, I know.
He's like,
he's a whore.
Kind of. Bro, I honestly think it's like an engineering thing. Because I've a lot of women I've talked to are like, oh, I'm an engineer. Yeah, I'm this and third. I'm like some kind of scientist and shit. And it's like, bro, they are always freaks.
They always have sex swings in their bathroom.
Is it because they have to prove themselves more in that field because they're women and because misogynistic men like you don't want them to be good at their job and you're just going to hold them down that they have to be? Nah, I'm gonna hate fuck you.
First of all, I'm only holding down people
up your legs
who want to be held down. If you catch my drift.
Watch.
I am not misogynistic.
Justin's gonna come across and the woman's gonna hold his legs up and yeah, I'm gonna fuck you tonight.
No.
I think that'd be terrifying.
Now, because I love Sofia Vergara so much, if she wanted to do that, I would try it once.
I feel like
and I'd be like, They're like, fucking take it, Barry.
No, not like that. Good God, you're still the one fucking her, but your legs are up in the air.
Oh, I'm okay with that.
But I say Serbian Terminator
What the
did
fuck is
just
wrong with
he won't be able to do anything about it.
What is with all these people who are so upset about, oh, fucking, well, the guy's gonna be the one to do all the shit instead for, like, nigga, you think I fucking lay back and just let some girl bounce on top of me? Goddamn. This is my fucking birthday? Shit. You have fucking every time like that.
And she brought Oreos and milk.
It's like, where's the milk? Like, oh, goddamn. I don't like warm milk, but I'm good with that. I can make that work.
I keep forgetting. Hold on.
Helps
Squirt,
her,
squirt.
hurts her, what?
Squirt, squirt.
Brain development and all that shit, apparently.
Like an adult?
I remember watching The Intern with Owen Wilson and Vince Vaughn, and
like
it's a funny movie. And
Isn't that when they interned at Google?
Yeah. And they were talking about, oh yeah, if you breastfeed for longer, it actually helps make infant or your children smarter and blah blah blah. And I went to go look. I was like, that sounds so fucking stupid and wrong. Let me look this up. And I couldn't tell if this was a fake one or not, but there was a lot of them that were saying that it does support breastfeeding or at least drinking breast milk up until like.
Breast milk, you make my day.
Up to like 5, I think it was. That thing is asinine.
So, Broseph, I don't know if you know.
I think it's gross.
But,
2, you get regular milk.
Funko Pop, Mewtwo, Vulpix, Mr. Mime, and Pichu.
I saw that, and I'm happy for Vulpix. I don't give a shit about the other ones. Fuck Pichu.
Mewtwo, though.
Mewtwo's a bitch.
See, honestly,
Just in
I
case
feel
it was
like
real, I had to look around and make sure.
But I say what they should do. They should do regular Mewtwo. They should do Mewtwo with his armor on from the movie. That'd be cool.
Nice.
Oh, and Shadow Mewtwo from a Pokken Tournament. That'd be nice too.
I was gonna say I prefer Shadow.
I'm surprised they didn't just straight up do the armor thing. That sounds like a smarter thing to go with first.
It'd be like that will probably be a chase type thing, so make it more rare, and they'll have a regular one out.
So you can pay $50 more for it.
I love the fact that they have Vulpix, but now it just means they need to make Ninetales so I can be happy with my life. I love Ninetales.
Maybe they'll do a Vulpix and an Alolan Vulpix all in one pop.
The Alolan ones are nice, but I'm a fire guy. I'm a pyromaniac.
It's for your Uncle Iroh.
Anyway, speaking of pyromaniacs.
Oh boy.
No, for real though. GameStop is dying, guys.
Nintendo needs to release another system.
Does anyone care? Fucking, I don't.
Because last time they were dying, Nintendo was like, "Here, Switch," and then they got saved. So you just gotta wait for Nintendo to come out with the Switch Pro.
Yeah, right. People are saying that they might die before the next console generation at the end of this year, though. Because there's already. Remember, I told you there was the one that was closing, and I saw the fucking like 90% off sale or some shit. I was like, God damn.
And you didn't tell me about this?
It was in the middle of nowhere. I can't even remember what fucking town it was. One of the surrounding towns.
I was about to say, I could go like 2 days without food.
Nah,
90% off is ridiculous.
It's a lot. It's a store clearing event, so they have to get rid of shit. But
could have got a Nintendo Switch. Could have got both of us Switches.
Like 95% of their profits come from like used games and shit. And now with all they're claiming that digital stuff is what destroyed them, and it's like it might be more your business model. It might be because people make memes about how terrible you are.
Yeah. And all those memes are very true.
Yeah.
I don't know why, but like
and are sugarcoating it.
I just started thinking about the Digimon theme song. We're going digital. The background GameStop is like, no, let's all go digital.
So who would GameStop be in Digimon? They'd be like the fucking... GameStop would be like the parents that don't want them to go digital.
See, either that or GameStop would be...
Spirals.
Did you watch...
the Black Gears.
The Black Gears?
Digimon Savers? That was the season where the dude could punch Digimon, get the energy, put it in. Wasn't there a dude who, like, one of the scientists who was, like, experimenting on Digimon and stuff? later on in the show?
I think so, yeah.
Gamestop. Experimenting on Digimon. The Digimon like, we're going digital. He's like, no. Because he's trying to, like, control it and everything, and they're like, nah.
At the same time as I think that there should be a physical store for you to be able to go to that is specifically for video game stuff. Mm-hmm. It's also a thing of like, well, I mean, Walmart sells a lot of that stuff.
Well, too. I mean, the thing is, soon as Xbox Ones and PS4s started really pushing for digital sales, everyone knew that GameStop was going to take a hit. It was just a matter of how are they going to adapt to it.
You can even see it in the store. The fucking video game parts like shrunk,
and then the toys and stuff are getting bigger.
You got like figures and all that other shit, and it's like, bro.
So you like everyone knew they were going to get a hit once everything started going more digital, because it's like, oh, you have a Microsoft account, you don't need to buy the physical game, you can get it digital. Then if you something happens, you still have the game in your library. Whereas, oh, you bought the CD broke, now you gotta get another CD. So like you could tell in the beginning that GameStop was going to take a hit, because GameStop was getting hit before, and then Nintendo literally saved them. Like everyone said, like if the Switch had not come out, GameStop would have went into crap.
And it's unfortunate because there's not enough hardcore gamers to the point where like hardcore gamer that like I feel the need to buy 3 copies of this. Mm-hmm. There's not too many people who are like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So,
I mean, if I had the money, I wouldn't mind doing that. Because there have been games like multiplayer games that I wouldn't mind playing with other people.
You want to see this?
Not really.
So if I had the money, I would get 3 copies and be like, boom, 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 we can play together.
More like adjusting myself so I'm not sitting on my balls. Anyway.
Wow. That's nasty.
Who the fuck is that?
It's Joe's future ex-wife.
Yo. Nothing. So. Nothing.
Oh. Marvel vs. Capcom 3 producer left Capcom.
Her? Does he know her?
I don't think so.
Let's say, who the fuck is that? What'd you say?
Marvel vs. Capcom 3 producer has left Capcom.
Yeah, I heard about that.
Yep.
A lot of people are like, well, this is going to be the end of possibly like the Versus stuff and all that other shit. Mm. And some people are like, it'll just transfer to another person. It's like, yeah, but when a person is the one who, like, I think he's the guy who started all of it. So it's like, it's now you're going to be living in the Boruto of these Versus games, I guess.
Yeah.
I don't fucking know. I could be wrong. It's possible. I for one have no opinion because I don't play those games because I'm not a fighting game player.
I like fighting games, but I'm not particularly good at any of them. I enjoy them though.
You gotta keep playing. You gotta keep grinding. You gotta get out there and grind against other people. Giggity.
But Monster Hunter.
Yeah, right.
That's literally what it is. It's like there are certain games I just like so much that I play, this random fighting game for an hour, then I'll hop into Monster Hunter for 10 hours.
It was funny listening to I was listening to Pat and Wooly talk about why fighting games aren't as big as they probably should be. Mm. And a lot of it just has to do with how punishing it is to start. Mm. Because when you first start, you're just gonna get your shit stomped constantly until you start to not do. And everybody has a threshold for shit that they can take where it's like, bro, I'm not playing this anymore. Mm. You know what I mean? So it's like, can you stick it out to get to the point where you actually start getting skills, or are you just gonna keep button mashing, and then when they fucking destroy you, then you're just gonna be, fuck, I don't want to play this game anymore. Fuck this game.
Yeah, that's why most of the fighting games I tend to gravitate towards are the not the super serious ones that would be more competitive, but the fun ones. So like, I gravitate towards, like, if there was a Shaman King fighting game, I'd play that.
You'd rather play Smash than.
See, I don't even play Smash that much. I like Smash, and I like the characters in Smash. I don't play Smash that much. I'd rather play like Tatsunoko vs. Capcom, because it just has like random characters from all over the place. Or like there's a fighting game that has Shizuo in it from Durara.
Yeah, that was the one that it's the other company that's not Shonen Jump. It's a weekly Shonen magazine. I think it has all.
So like games like that, I like those games because it's like characters you wouldn't expect to be in a fighting game or in a fighting game, so this is my chance to try them out. Didn't
that game have it had Shizuo in it? It had Kirito, I think, in it. I think it had it might have had Ed now.
It might have, or like Saint Seiya games, because it's like it's cool.
Very long one.
Who is it?
But I don't know. I'm very partial to fighting games. I really like them, but no one seems to ever want to play themselves. Like,
or like Naruto and Dragon Ball Z. I like those.
You gonna be part of the
even
FGC?
even with Naruto, it's like it's hard. The only person I ever could play Naruto and for like the longest time was Devon, but now he doesn't even play that.
Because you remember,
then it's just Jeremy, and with him, he's so fucking good. It's somewhat of a pain to play against him, but for me, I find it funny because you can break parts in there, and I already know he hates that. So I don't even go for the win. I go for, I'm going to fuck up your armor, and I know it's going to piss you off, so I won.
I was going to say, because when we used to play Awesome Ninja Storm like 2 and 3 and stuff like that, we used to play that a lot. We used to go to the Shadows, we used to play that a lot. We used to break controllers.
Yeah.
We used to play that a lot.
Especially him in the fucking button. I fucking hated it so much. Then I was happy because then they implemented one that you
rotate,
fun.
but then you would rip off the rubber and you get like the heat.
I had that a lot.
Burn.
Actually, you can still see the. That's the only time I could ever beat him, or if it's the one you had to go.
The sequence.
Yeah, the sequence ones,
because they did that for Naruto, they did that for Dragon Ball Z, and those are games we used to play a lot.
See, Dragon Ball Z is the one I could not get into. I couldn't get into it, and I love the show. Can't get into the game.
You make a Kenichi fighter, that'd be dope.
I'm actually surprised they never did. Because it would basically it would feel like a Street Fighter game in my opinion. Like I believe the basis of it would be like a Street Fighter engine.
I feel like
it would work.
I feel like even for the bullshit money grubbing, we make this series for the toys type business model, like I feel like Kenichi was very much a passed over and missed thing.
Yeah, because
you could it's easy to make a fighting game, action figures,
and then it would have been great if they could have had collaboration. They could have had Rose and Paku versus Street Fighter. It would have been great.
Fucking,
it would have been great.
But no, why else do any shit like that?
So I remember
that would be a good little matchup there.
That'd be fucking dope.
Try to go for someone
Elder versus Akuma.
Mm-hmm.
Fucking yeah.
I'd like to see that fight.
Hayato Furinji.
Now, would you rather it be
Yujiro?
Bruh, I don't fucking know. That shark probably says yes.
It's too bad.
That shark up. He walked on water to get to that goddamn shark.
Was it there 5 sharks that he fucked up?
I think it was more than one, but I think he kept one to eat. Because remember he had it in his mouth.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah.
I think there was more than one. So I was gonna say it's too bad that the people who made Kenichi and the people who made Baki are under the same what's the name? Because it could literally be a Tatsunoko versus Capcom. It could be like
or
them
even just
versus,
sell the rights because you're not using.
Yeah, so it could be like put them two under the same umbrella and versus Capcom, and it would be great.
I wish they would continue with the original Baki.
You don't like that new hat and shit?
Fuck that
shit. What even? So explain to me exactly what it is that's different with this. Because
besides
the
art is.
Where does it take place?
Is
it
fucking
like
terrible. They changed Baki's character completely.
Now is the art terrible or is it truer to what the artist actually does?
Art's terrible.
It's like the best way I can describe it is they went from Code Geass to closer to Code Lyoko. So so it's not full CG, but it's like they're like.
Because I remember when I first started reading Soul Eater and how you were already kind of used to
that earphone.
Yeah, you're already kind of used to the like the weirdness of that person's art style, but then to take it to the nth degree where they're the only person actually doing it. It's not like the animator who has to kind of try to get into their headspace with respect to their shit. It was kind of jarring at first because you were like, oh shit, this is like pure Soul Eater as opposed to like the cut shit that you get from like anime and stuff. Because anime you always have the animators are always going to be like, oh, we gotta fucking make this like more like less niche and crazy weird looking and more like general anime
more digestible
for this era or whatever.
Palatable.
So like that's why everything back in the day always looked like Yu Yu Hakusho or like fucking Orphan or Dragon Ball Z because it's like the artist thing still kind of their style still kind of shows through, but it's like
this will
gotta
work.
modernize this shit. That's why One Piece looks so fucking different from the beginning to now. So, but is it like that, or is it because have you read any of?
I've read all of Baki, which is why I keep saying I want them to go back to the original story, and I want them because you can't just fucking have it end at the tournament and then say Baki's supposed to go on. He fights Oliver and all that to find out everything that's going on with fucking Yujiro. Even going all the way back to Yujiro's father, who is just holy fuck. Could you thought the fact that Yujiro going up against all of the U.S. Army guerrilla style was crazy. His dad was just on the island that they bombed. They test bombed the atom bomb on him, didn't win. And then he went to, I see all your ships are right there. Let me go and just take all of your captains who are in charge. I'm going to throw them through the deck.
That's on some elder shit. Running on water. Excuse me, sir. There's something off the starboard bow. I'm not sure what the fuck it is. He gives the captain the fucking binoculars. He's like, is that a fucking man? Holy shit.
And what I mean, he's the type of buff where his arms can't go down to his side.
Big Mike buff.
And I'm telling you, like, to throw someone through the deck of a ship like that.
Like a metal ship?
It's metal, but they have wood for their, because of gunpowder and all that stuff. So you gotta you can't just sludge it to go down for it. But the stuff is, the wood is thicker than what the height of from the floor to the ceiling is. It's really dumb, thick, dense wood that they have for it. It's highly reinforced, even to try and tank a plane that's going to crash into it. And for him to take a human body and just...
So basically what you're saying is that guy's
through it.
Dead.
Yeah.
Dead.
On impact.
Easily.
Yes.
Actually, if he's throwing him with one hand, person's probably dead the second he let go because the amount of force would, like, just before they even touch it.
So I see him pick him up, and then he's through.
Yeah. That's
it's crazy.
Human torpedo.
Basically, take what Carrot was doing.
Yeah.
And One Piece.
Oh, is that a callback? You think that was a callback?
Maybe, but I mean, it was
because they know all that shit. They do callbacks all the fucking time.
It is ridiculous, but there's so much when it comes to the fighting that and the training that Baki goes through and the character growth in there. Just put it out there. For me, the animation is shit, but I could get through it if they went through with
what is the story though? Is it so the first Baki is like beginning of manga to like a certain point?
Yeah.
So then where does this fit in the new thing?
It's nowhere at all.
It's just completely like So it's like a Negima thing where they're just they're like putting it in a blender and just kind of remaking it.
So it's like, hey, I'm in high school now, guys. I'm taking physical exams and everything. Yeah.
They even changed how Yujiro is. They
gave
gave him multiple friends. He only had one person that he basically had as a slave.
There's one thing I will admit. I did like the idea of him knowing Muhammad Ali and they were like cool. I just like that personally.
But then he hit his child, and Muhammad Ali won't play that shit.
Yeah, Muhammad Ali wouldn't hit his child.
He flicked him across the room.
Seriously though, and he said, your son will be a good rival for my son because my son's gonna fuck your child up." It's like, all right, the arrogance is still there, but it's like Muhammad Ali would have knocked the
for saying some shit like that. Yeah, probably.
Yeah,
and the flick. Doesn't he still have that scar? The son.
I don't know.
Because I didn't watch it, but I saw because it was like Ali Jr. and then Yujiro. So I'm like, oh, they about to fight, and it was just them talking at like a dinner or something, and then little Ali just jabbing Yujiro in the leg, and he's like, oh, that's cute. and flicked him. He was like, Yujiro was like, no crying. And I was like, oh.
And his father was like, yeah, you know, you gotta get your hits in. And it's like, listen.
But they show like a black dude with Baki, and I think that was the son. I think he still had the scar from when Yujiro flicked him. But like I said, I didn't watch it. I just saw the clip, and I was
I must say I'm not because I couldn't get through it.
Yeah.
But I think
how old was he when he flicked him?
He was
probably like all of 4.
Yeah, 4 or 5. Because
Yeah.
he was small too. Because like when he was jabbing Yujiro, I mean obviously I'm not to scale, but he was like below his knee, like he was like around his.
So like Genkai to Dictator.
Yeah.
Like he still had a plethora of baby fat on him.
Yeah,
damn,
but he was
son.
still he had Foreman. He was doing all that, and Yujiro was like, "Oh, that's cute."
Don't let Yujiro babysit your kids.
But you know, I guess I can't say that Yujiro didn't have friends, but that's what like someone who he would call and go over and just chit chat with. There's people that knew him that helped him train. That out of fear they won't.
Yeah.
But they made it seem like he had actual friends in there, and that Yujiro was way more.
He was more social.
Yeah.
See, I feel like they shouldn't make him social. They should make it as one of those. You know how in Marvel how they have the High Fathers and like they're all up there, but they all kind of condescend each other. That's how they should. Yeah, that's how they should have had it. Whereas like Yujiro is up there, and there are people who are also up there, maybe not on his level. But they can talk junk to each other, but they don't fight because it's like, oh, the friction in the air, the sky is parting.
Destroy the goddamn world.
That's how they should have did it.
So basically, think of Dopo and Yujiro and how it's like, I wish I could fuck you up, but you're the only one that could fuck me up like this. And it's like, all right.
That's how it should be. He shouldn't have friends. He should have acquaintances and maybe an associate or two. And those acquaintances are probably all fighters or trainers who there's a respect factor and a fear factor.
Yeah, and the only person who he does have as an acquaintance is the one former army guy, the blonde-haired one, that is the only person who could ever talk shit to Yujiro and not get hit.
Why is that?
Out of respect, out of pure respect to, I guess, him not dying from an attack from Yujiro, basically. The only scar he has that's on his face is when Yujiro was going through killing everybody in the army. He managed to like stay alive, basically. And Yujiro's like, okay, I guess I can respect you for that. But now you're the person who's going to watch over my child, and you're going to fly me to wherever. And he like I said, he's basically he's basically his bitch. But he will clearly say, yeah, Yujiro, you're an asshole. It's like, oh, your son's getting good. Think he might be better than you. And he'll shoot him a look. It's like...
You think I care about my life, nigga?
Like, basically, it's how it is.
You're gonna try to kill me again.
Just like after a certain point, being like strangled by an anaconda gets boring when it doesn't actually kill you right away. So you're just like, start talking shit to that fucking anaconda. Like motherfuckers gonna be talking shit to the asteroids tomorrow. Bitch.
Like Yujiro's not a martial artist; he's a sadist with martial arts tendencies.
Word, right?
Well, seriously, you know. But it's just they changed too many characters around.
Don't let Yujiro babysit.
They changed too many characters around, and just it took away what I really liked about it, and for the character growth I was going through.
Because you don't want to have to like Yujiro. You don't want to have good reasons to like him. You want to like him because he's a badass, not because he's got friends.
So, 2 questions for you. First one is, does Dopo show up in the new? I know you said you didn't get through it, but does Dopo show up anywhere?
From where I see, I didn't see Dopo. The only one that showed up that was in the old one was the old jiu-jitsu guy.
Okay.
Name I think it's Orochi.
Mm-hmm. And then, second question, did you watch that other show? It's like Kagura or Kasura or something. It looks like Baki almost, but it's not Baki. It was on Netflix.
I know which one you're talking about.
Because when I first saw Baki, I saw the art style of it, and I said this was weird. Then I saw that, and I thought they were the same thing, but I never saw Baki in the clips of that, and that's when I realized it was two different things.
With that one, I wish I didn't have this stupid bias on 3D animation. I can't watch it. It's highly unpleasing to the eyes for me.
Stars from Jimmy Neutron.
Even then, I had to force myself to watch it because I was like, all right, I hear people talking, it sounds funny, just sit there. But that's when I started, all right, I'm gonna watch the show, but I'm reading, so I'm hearing everything, and it's funny.
So basically, you're on a date with an ugly girl.
Here's the back. Put this on. Yeah, that's what I like.
You hear that, Sydney? Put the bag on.
There was actually
never take it off.
I haven't watched that anime, but if I remember correctly, because I watch AMVs and stuff. There was an AMV, and I think it was of that show. And there was this girl who was she's basically female Hisoka in the sense of like she was a fighter and she was looking around for other fighters, but she was trying to find someone to basically give birth to a beastly kid. So she was going around looking for these fighters. She's basically.
Oh, so they stole part of my idea.
So she's basically Esdeath, and it was hilarious because she was going around just bodying mad people, and then she fought someone who was like able to like just parry everything, and she was like, ooh, and then she like jumped on him, and she was like, I want you to have my kids, and he did like this, and he looked at her, he just ran away, and I was like, I might have to watch that because that's hilarious to me. Because he just like, and everybody's like, what's gonna happen? And he was like, it just dipped.
I remember seeing something like that too, and I never caught the name of it.
I think it might have been that thing that's on Netflix that's similar to Baki.
It's called Tenchi Muyo.
Could be, but it just cracked me up because he did like this and he just gave her this look and everyone was like,
it didn't have a 3D animation though.
Maybe it wasn't that. It looked like it. I have to look it up though. Guys, that's what I thought it was. I thought it was that was on Netflix. But just the idea of like mad powerful female warrior going around looking for someone to like help her create a mad powerful kid, and then she finds someone and he just like dips on her. It just cracked me up.
What's that? A very strong female character in an anime? No, that doesn't exist at all. No, they never make strong female characters in anime. You fucking dumb fucks. That's why.
Fucking go again.
Let me see.
Fucking assholes. I can't.
I was going to say we can name them in alphabetical order, but I can't think of an A right now. So I'm going to say B for Bisky. E for Esdeath. Because Esdeath is mad potent. She's crazy.
Oh my god, are we going to actually do this?
There's any women in Claymore, which there's a few, like...
I'm trying to think of someone that name started with an A, though.
Abigail.
See, that name comes to mind, but I don't remember if that was a character from...
Claymore.
Okay, so there's Abigail, we got Bisky, got Claire. For D.
Oh, there's another Claire. Actually, the Claire and Claymore, that's the strongest one.
Yes, I was saying Claire for Claymore.
She's the main character, isn't she?
I believe so, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to think of someone for D.
Ooh. Well, I mean... What's the name? The Doulahound has to really count though. From
Celti would be good.
Yeah, Celti would be C too. Yeah.
Fuck.
Celti had hands too.
She did.
I'm trying to think. We might have to come back to this.
Yeah. This is almost like one of those conversations where you're like combing through all of Kamen Rider.
I was thinking like E could be Urza or Esdeath, and I kind of want to go with Esdeath just because Urza's more out there.
We all know who G is.
Yeah.
There's no need to fucking even. If anybody says anything else, I'll fucking kick him in the face.
Granny Chio.
That's fucking C. Granny's not part of her fucking name.
Did anyone ever just call her Chio? I'm actually curious.
Possibly
now.
her brother, because he'd be the only person.
Yeah, I was trying to think like literally everyone I think called her Granny Chio.
In terms of like,
everyone just
bitch,
like
who the fuck you think
I
you
think
talking
everyone
to?
just called her Granny Chio.
Or Elder Chio. Or something
Elder.
Like
yep.
I'm hoping that you mean Genkai. Okay.
Nigga, really?
That's why I said I'm hoping that's what you mean, because you might be on some other shit today.
What the fuck are you talking to?
I'm just making sure.
What the fuck are you talking
Because we might have had to fight. Just say it. If you weren't thinking Genkai, I think that might have caused us to actually fight.
Who the fuck else would it be other than Genkai? Who the fuck else deserves this shit? Genkai's fucking up everybody. I don't give a fuck what show they're from.
I wish I was still in that group so I could go back to that whole argument and how he shat on Genkai.
Who did? Who the fuck? What?
Some dumbass gay
like
dude
in the group I'm in.
No.
All right.
It's the one I left for this
My
group.
phone is already in Facebook.
No. It was a gay anime group that I was in. Because I was like, people who actually
people who watch anime, or is it gay
people who watch anime
for people?
No, gay people who watch anime. It was an LGBT
anime made by gay people that you watch.
I mean, apparently they're all gay.
So it's an all gay anime group.
Yeah.
So everything's gay.
Not everything.
Even like the anime you watch. No, I'm kidding.
I mean, technically, yeah, because Naruto.
Naruto was laying on everybody.
I was gonna say, you're not gonna fucking tell me. Fairy Tail. Gray takes his clothes off all the time and tries to fight Natsu.
Actually,
gay as fuck.
Sai made it wasn't
it's
really
not gay
a joke
because it's involuntary. He's taking his clothes off voluntarily.
His socks weren't on.
We don't know that.
and one of the Naruto movies, Sai makes like kind of a joke about Kakashi being gay.
That's a good way to get murdered.
Yeah, because it was one of those things. Like it was one of the movies where it was Shippuden era, and like Kakashi was like, "Wow, Naruto's like finally up there," and Kakashi was just like looking at Naruto like this. And Sai was like, "Is this what like man love looks like?" Or he said something like that because
he's made comments like that in that.
Yeah, because Sai's been reading a lot of the books and stuff.
And because I remember Sakura hit him in the face like, "Stop! You're reading the wrong books."
Yeah, and I was dying. I'm like, "Yo, Sai just called."
I want Ino to come out of nowhere like, "No, he's reading the right books." Fucking. That's a good way to get killed. Kakashi's a fucking monster.
He is. I do love Kakashi. But, I don't know. The only person you ever see him talk highly of is Mike Guy. And he is a dude.
I mean...
He'd talk highly of Rin if she was still...
What's the name? What's the name has some...
He didn't, though. He was indifferent. Him and Rin was like Sasuke and Sakura.
I was gonna say,
in the beginning. Actually, even now.
Kanda and what's the name?
Kanda?
And,
No. That was hate. You talking about Karma?
Yeah.
No, that was hate.
It's like, hold me while I fade away and turn it crumbles.
Yeah, I guess after the fact when they like resolve all the emotions, they're okay. But like before that, they were Ikatina.
Yeah. I mean, that's what happens when like you put like the spirit of a dude and the spirit of like his wife into two bodies and they grow up together and all that yada yada.
Yeah, that whole fucking
there was a lot
thing
with that.
Was weird.
There was a lot.
D. Gray Man is going. Oh, I have to read. There's a new chapter out, but I that whole thing is just fucking crazy. I had to go back and reread that just so I could understand. Like I'm like, okay. I started from the kid who had the
jewel.
Innocence in his head, his forehead. You can turn into, he like body jack them or something like that, or turn into.
Yeah, I think in the beginning he could do 1s and 2s. I think now in the manga he's up to 3s.
Possibly. But now that 4s exist, it's like who cares?
Yeah.
And also they're hinting that 4 isn't even the strongest that Nakuma can get to. Like he can still get stronger. So it's like.
See, he's one of those characters that if he would have showed up in the beginning of the show, he'd be busted right now. But because he showed up so late, he has to like play catch up.
I'm looking forward to the next level of Akuma, only because you know how like they like it, whenever you have a show that has like monsters or whatever. Individuality tends to be the thing that like makes them more powerful. So like instead of being like, oh, I'm just a hollow, or oh, I look different from.
I was gonna say Chimera ants. They're all like
you start out as ants and then you start slowly becoming other shit, and the other shit gets more and more powerful. Fucking Akuma kind of made a weird thing for D. Gray Man where it was like first you're all the same, then level 2 you're wildly different. Then level 3, you're different but still the same. You're like forcing that back into like conformity. Mm-hmm. Because they all look like knights.
Yeah.
Like obviously
they just have different color and
different color and different like style knight armor, but still that motif is like the same throughout. Mm-hmm. And then 4s, they literally all look the same, except for their fucking like face. And I wouldn't even count Almakarma because he's not technically. He's not like a pure Akuma. He's like person that was combined with Akuma and bullshit, so he still looks like himself. Mm. But like your face is the only thing that really changes when you're a level 4. And I'm looking forward to like if they go to level 5 and they repeat level 2 where they're like individuality, different weird new powers, stuff like that.
Speaking of level 2, you just reminded me. So Anthem 2.0 is in the works. They have, acknowledged that the game didn't meet the expectations they were hoping for, and they're working on it. Rumor is they're working.
That the game tripped and fell on its way to the track before it even started.
Fell under its own girth. But word is, now don't quote me on this, but apparently they were going to be like rebuilding it from the ground up.
You need to.
And they didn't say Anthem 2, they said Anthem 2.0. So I don't know if it's.
They have a fucking plan.
I don't know. I didn't get too deep into it because this is all like early news for me. Like I'm just recently finding out about it.
Because their original problem was that people kept leaving or dying. Like so the captain of the ship kept either leaving or dying or not telling the crew where they're supposed to be steering. So the crew's off doing whatever. When it's like, bro, you should be like it.
Hey, this is not One Piece. We don't have a Nami.
Exactly. Tell them what you're doing. Tell them what you're doing.
But I hear they're supposed to be building it from the ground up. But they didn't say Anthem 2, they said 2.0. So I don't know if this is like, hey, we're going to overhaul the first game and it's going to be like big expansion, blah, blah, blah. Or if it's going to be a second game. I don't know yet. But
if they're starting from the ground up, they might as well just call it. I get it. It's the second. It's not the second Anthem. It's not a sequel to Anthem. It is the second version of Anthem.
Yeah. So everyone's wondering, how good is it going to be? What are they going to do in terms of more content? And also, is it going to be like a free thing? Like, is it going to be, this is a free update? Or is it going to be, $20 kind of thing? Or is it going to be, are they going to make Anthem free to play? No one knows yet. It's still really early.
That's one of the things that they were fucking arguing about when they were making it. That's one of the directions that they were pulling. Yeah. Like, literally, Anthem, the mistakes that Anthem made was that it was something that existed in space. And you know how gravity works. Everything's pulling on everything, but you can't have something that's pulling in every direction because then you're not going anywhere.
You know what I just thought of?
One person pulling in one direction, or even 2 or 3 people pulling in different directions to go in towards the same whatever. Like it.
You know what I just thought of? In video games, when characters have stats, how to have like that hexagon, and you put points and it gets bigger. That's what I was just thinking of. Like, but yeah,
how vague it is when a character has all 5s and all those stats. It's like fucking okay. The fuck does this mean anymore?
I hope it does well because you remember when they first announced Anthem way back, I was excited for it because it looked great. It looked like open world Destiny, and I enjoy Destiny. So it was like open world Destiny with Iron Man suits. Come on, so
Iron Man suits that the flight and everything that they apparently added in like literally the day before they previewed it for people. Like, this is what you'll be doing in this, that, and third. It's like that's not what we were pitched when you first started. First started. But
so the idea of Anthem as a whole was great, and the follow through was eh. So I'm hoping that this new thing is decent.
Did they release anything like a gameplay thing?
To my knowledge, it's all been news.
Video? No.
Yeah, because I think this is still like really early.
That's probably good. Their biggest mistake was coming to a fucking. I can't remember which one it was, but they came to
one of the E3s or something.
Something like that, and they came there instead of with a gameplay demo, they came with a fucking video, which doesn't tell me shit about the fucking game.
Yeah. So hopefully it does okay, because like I said, I was excited for it, and then it didn't pull through. So hopefully when they redo this, maybe I'll give it a try.
In related news, in the living room, Joe almost watched me die laughing this week because guess who else is trying to fucking stop their dumpster fire?
76. I was going to say that one too, but you got it.
fucking, what was it called? Like, Into the Wasteland or some shit for 76. Fucking, oh my god. They're like, yeah, we fixed it. Oh. We fixed it. Remember? I fell off the couch because I was like, bruh, no. Just
I was like, what is he talking about?
Fucking stop. See, this is the opposite. Anthem at least admits, like, we fucked up. It was bad. We fucked up. Let us remake it and try to do this shit. Fallout just keeps going, man. It's a fucking train that's been wobbling on the fucking track for like 20 miles and they're still going.
Maybe they're going for it so bad it's good.
Oh, no.
So they're going for a Troll 2 back there.
Oh my god. The fucking critters thing. It's so bad. It's like, okay. Maybe they'll fix things. I don't know. But, like, you can't make people pay for this. I can't see a business model where you could be like, yeah, give us your money and fix more of it. It's like, no. People already gave you like, there was already too many things in between the start of this game and where we are now where people gave you more money and you fucked it up. Gave you more money for out-of-game items, like out-of-game purchases and shit. You fucked that up. Gave them fucking money for, oh, do you want infinite fucking inventory or whatever? And like a special free thing, subscription, whatever, that makes you better than everyone else, that starts a fucking race war where people in the game fucking hate you and actively attack you, like fucking
Played it with my foot.
And then with the infinite fucking storage, I'm supposed to be able to play alone. Motherfuckers are sneaking into my fucking server. What? People stealing my entire inventory? What? Like, just make another game. Just start, either do what Anthem is doing and be like, we admit we fucked up and we're just redoing the game, or just make the next one. Just make the next one. Just start doing the next one. Bethesda, stop fucking around, just do the next one.
Maybe that's their plan. Maybe they're doing this to lower everyone's expectations, so when the next one comes out, it'll...
Now, to be fair, I don't know what this is. And I don't know much about it. 76, the Wasteland thing.
Yeah.
I don't know anything about it. But what I will say is I have no faith in it. Fucking, like, I can't have faith in it. I just...
That's how it is for the Anthem stuff. I don't know a lot about it. I'm just going based off of the little bit I've read so far. And I'm hoping that it comes through. I hope they, hit their margins and everything.
My thing for Anthem was the only reason I know all the stuff about 76 and Anthem is because of listening to that podcast and listening to them like week to week to week, just talking about every fucking thing that went wrong in both of those projects. Mm. So that's why I can't help but be skeptical about these two projects. Excuse me. Just because like I've heard all of the internal shit about why things went the way they did, and then to find out that 76 was released early just because they wanted to be ahead of Outer Worlds. It's like, fucking really? You put people through this much shit just so you could get your game out first? Like, bruh, if 76 has proven anything to you, it's that diehard fans will always be diehard fans. You don't need to have people sitting there like trying to. You don't need to shove something down people's throats in order to try to like
yeah,
you
your
have
fan base
fans.
is already huge.
Yeah, you have people who are gonna buy your shit and not talk shit about it, no matter how bad it is, and they'll always ride for you, almost like Clarence and Sonic. No, there are no bad Sonic games. That's the guy I told you about from college. There are no bad Sonic games. What are you talking
or
about?
Like some people in Sakura.
Fucking Sakura can do no. Sorry, what'd you say?
What?
What'd you say?
It's easy. I just coughed.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is it bad that I like didn't recognize him when I saw him at the fucking him and Rory? I feel bad. Rory was wearing a hat though. I didn't recognize Rory because he said some shit and then he was wearing a hat. Fucking, I didn't recognize Jer until I saw you behind him. It was probably what it was.
His hair is getting a lot longer.
Yeah.
But speaking of shoving things down people's throats, for a little bit of news for New York State.
Let's talk about some gay shit.
No. I guess it could be gay shit, because it deals with prostitution. It might be legal. It might become legal within the next couple of months.
Oh, you might be able to finally pay your student loans.
I'm the only person here with student loans. Joe's just not even looking.
I think it might be actually.
In this house?
Yeah.
In the house, maybe. Not current people in the house.
I don't know. I was just saying, for the house, meaning who lives here.
Wow. I thought we were family. I thought they were guests, so they count as part of the house. Fucking lazy ass hospitality. Anyway.
but yeah, that's possibly going to become legal.
And they start taxing.
So what you're saying is,
and you can't even pay off the student loans because now Trump is going to say he's trying to do away with student loan forgiveness. Apparently.
Why?
Because he's a fucking dumbass.
What good comes of that though?
More money for him.
In what way? Less money that the government has to pay to the institution?
Yeah, I would assume.
Okay.
It's dumb.
Alright.
It's just dumb.
Yeah, I tend not to deal with politics only because I don't. There's it's one of those things where there's so many different like
facets,
and even a bill like that, there's like 15 other things that are written into that bill that could be good or could be bad. So I typically don't try to fuck with that too much. I don't know. Fucking, it's crazy though because somebody was
football.
Somebody was arguing with me about the government and like not telling you what they're doing and this and that and third. I'm like, you could find out what the government's doing. The government prints every my boss. I used to work at a college. The office that I worked in was an office where like our boss has to know certain government shit, like about like different like the way certain things work and shit like that and all that kind of shit. He used to get like every Tuesday he would get like 5 or 6 of these big ass white books, this thick each of them, and it's all the shit for the last week that the government's done.
People don't realize it's all public knowledge.
Yeah, but you have to find it.
But only for I would say 95% or so, because there's some things that they do.
There's things that are classified.
Yeah,
and shit,
and there's only classified.
I wouldn't even say 95. I'd say like 98.
I didn't want to
like
be
2% of things that are classified.
I was gonna say 98, but I was like, 95 is like
space
the safe
for the aliens and shit.
Yeah, exactly. You know, just leave a little bit of leeway room. So that's why I just said 95. It's still an A.
Carrots are actually living organisms, and they're sentient. Do with that what you will. No.
You just reminded me about something. Apparently, somebody got sued over a FIFA 20 betting. Apparently, they've been doing some FIFA 20 betting, and someone's getting sued for it. I don't remember who it was.
Do you know what they're getting sued for?
I don't remember specifics. I only saw the it was right before you came to get me. I was scrolling through some stuff, and it was like I don't know if it's a company or a country, but it was like blank sued FIFA betting or FIFA 20 bets.
Does FIFA have an official betting thing, or is it like who are they suing?
I'm not. it was right before you came to get me, so I couldn't get into it. It just reminded me you started talking about money.
They have anything for betting? I think is it the people who made the website
kind of like the Counter-Strike people?
Yeah,
possibly.
Is it that? Are they at it again?
Fucking, bruh. One major lawsuit per lifetime is good enough. Thanks. It's like fuck. Then again, you're not making money unless somebody.
Okay, here we go. Lawsuit filed in France against EA, arguing that FIFA Ultimate Team should be classified as gambling. Because apparently FIFA Ultimate Team has gambling mechanics.
For one, that's France. So their laws could be entirely different as to what is gambling than ours. And also, I don't know exactly what they're calling out as being like gambling.
It says it has gambling mechanics.
See that's where the gray area would be, where you're like, okay, that's defined country to country.
Yeah.
So what's defined as gambling here might not be there. Like, so the whole, remember the thing with the loot boxes where they're saying like you have to display what the chances are of getting things, because if you're not, you're basically just making people gamble. It could be different over there. I don't know. It's an interesting argument. I just don't know. Fucking EA's legal team. Well, EA already has a good legal team, clearly.
Like EA versus France, who will win? Someone's like, well, France doesn't win war, so we're gonna win.
Oh shit! They could just pull out of France. I mean, it wouldn't be the first time that a game company got just pulled out of a fucking country, because especially in Europe, when your country is like with respect to the buying power of a European country, like for the people, not for like the country itself, like it's not that bad to pull out of one or two countries. You know what I mean? It's not gonna. You still have like a buttload of other, especially for FIFA and EA and stuff like that. Like, you still have buttloads of money coming in from all these other places. Like, we can pull out of France. I don't give a fuck. So,
but the pull-out game is weak.
Right.
In other news, Wonderful 101 had a Kickstarter going.
Yeah, they're talking about remaking it or something like that.
Yeah, it was supposed to be, I don't know if it's a remake or remaster, but originally I believe they were aiming for the Switch, and they were doing a Kickstarter, and they hit their Switch goal.
Little bit of both.
And I think they hit their PS4 goal as well. They're talking about doing it for Switch, PS4, Xbox One, and PC, and then something else also.
I think that was a thing where they were saying, like, the people who kind of own Wonderful 101 don't really want to, like, Capcom doesn't really want to do anything with it, so somebody was like, can we just make a thing for it? And they're like,
I know they had to ask Nintendo if they could go multi-platform, though, because I believe Nintendo has some stuff with it still.
That's what it was.
Originally, they were only on the
only on the Wii, and then the fucking, and then they had to ask Nintendo, like, can we go, Capcom had to ask them, like, can we go other places with this? Can we go somewhere else with this? The Wii doesn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
Like, fucking Nintendo doesn't give a fuck. That was a game for the Wii U that's not even, they're not even putting that on the Switch. So they're like, get the fuck out of my office. Like, literally, they were like, get the fuck out of my office.
Right,
also, yes, get the fuck out, bitch.
I misspoke. It wasn't for the Xbox One. It's going to be for Nintendo Switch, PC, and PS4. It's supposed to come out in April. Yeah. And they're aiming for 1080p, 60 frames on all platforms.
I heard Ratchet and Clank game is going to come out for PS4 or PS5.
The Fairy Tail game got delayed till June.
I didn't even know there was a Fairy Tail game.
Yeah, there's a Fairy Tail game coming out. It got delayed till June.
Is it like a fighting game or?
I believe it is. I'll have to look into it, because it was one of those things where they announced, hey, a Fairy Tail game is coming out, and then it was real hush-hush, and then they've been putting out, like, character info. So I think they put up 1 or 2 gameplay videos, but I haven't checked them out yet.
Oh, real quick, seeing as how we just talked about what Joe said with the fucking aliens and shit. Apparently, the one part of the 98% of shit that they are telling us, or 95, is that apparently there's a weird fucking, like, 16-day cycle signal that's coming from space that is being received by us, and we don't know what the fuck it is. And they're just kind of like perplexed by it. They don't know what the fuck it is. It's just, it repeats itself every 16 days, and it's just a weird ass radio signal. It's a fucking, what they say, it's a radio burst or something like that. Rapid radio signal burst.
Maybe it's meteor.
Possibly. It's one of these things where, like,
maybe that asteroid isn't an asteroid, it's a ship.
That word, that only would come from certain things, so, like, people are concerned. It's also, they say that it's possibly 500 million light years away. So even if, like, who the fuck could he, like, maybe they're talking to us, maybe they're not, who knows?
It's one of those situations where it's not a problem till you realize they got from there to here in like a week, and it's like, oh,
asteroid.
You think of that? Oh, you think it's that fucking, that SCP? Oh, let's not bring up SCP. We'll fucking get lawsuit or whatever.
But I haven't heard anything about that either. Oh, what the? Why are you spazzing?
Who's spazzing?
My back right now. It's like angry with me.
No helps with that. Gotta find a Huga. Just 64 to 5 off.
Yeah.
Oh, Kingdom Heart news. There's going to be a Kingdom Heart all-in-one package supposed to be coming out in March, and it includes Kingdom Hearts Final Mix, Kingdom Hearts RE Chain of Memories, Kingdom Hearts 358 by 2 Days, Kingdom Hearts Final Mix 2, Birth by Sleep, Final Mix, Recoded, Dream Drop Distance, and Kingdom Hearts 3. So the full package. Everything. One huge game.
How the fuck much is it gonna be though?
Rumor is it's only gonna be 60.
There's no fucking way.
That's what the rumor is.
There's no fucking way.
Exactly. Which is why I didn't even put the price. Like I just.
There's no fuck because even the third. How much is the third one?
The third one might be like it's probably going for like 40 or 50 right now.
Even if
Actually, probably 40.
Even if it's going for 40, then you're gonna tell me that they're gonna sell all the other games for like a conglomerate of $20.
That's what the rumor is. I don't know yet because they announced the the complete package.
What they'll probably do is maybe that will be $60, but then they'll have another fucking package.
Honestly,
$100 package.
I was gonna say if they said it was 100, it would be more believable.
Well, no, $100 package that includes like fucking you get a real Keyblade instead of those fake ass ones. You get a Keyblade, you get fucking Donald's shoes, fucking Goofy mask.
I was gonna say if they did like $100 for the package, then they did like a $150 version that came with the Keyblade. I can see that.
Yeah. Or like an iron case or whatever. Fucking, people like metal cases.
I love metal cases. I want that Final Fantasy 15 metal case. I don't want the game, I just want the case. I want that.
I mean, you could probably buy the case.
I want the Monster Hunter Iceborne metal case too, because that just looks so nice.
You didn't get that?
Because it was only for the PS4.
That's dumb.
Because I think the PS4 had the metal case if you got the digital deluxe edition or whatever. But since I don't have it on PS4.
Sony is based in Japan, so it's not hard for Sony to walk across the street and just fillet Capcom until they fucking get good shit. Because that's what happens.
Oh, I meant to ask you earlier. Have you gotten Outer Worlds yet?
Joe trying to sleep. You trying to sleep?
His back is bugging him.
Yeah.
Just trying to maintain composure.
Trying to center yourself?
This is literally the only position I can be in right now that's not straining.
Do we need to call in Dracosaurus, have her step on your back?
Oh god, I'll break my back even more, but I love it.
Come on, Joe, take it.
We need Serena Williams to swan time bomb Joe real quick.
It's your fault that movie is in my fucking head now. Just frosted me like oh shit.
Can't laugh.
Don't ever say shit coming to me. Oh my god. Hey man, did you see the game? Fucking did you see fucking
just like
Roethlisberger? Fucking football! Woo! Excuse you. My name is Brandon St. Randy. I can't with this fucking name.
Sit up, Monrovers.
Sit up, Monrovers. Fucking Justin Long is that entire scene was fucking hilarious.
I wish he did more movies.
Right? What is he doing?
Probably his wife.
Who is his wife? Who's he married to?
I have no clue. Does he even have a girlfriend? Let's be honest about this.
Why, you trying to fuck?
I mean, hey.
Joe's dating service open for business.
He actually, now I think about it, he hasn't been in a lot of stuff, but the stuff he's in, I usually enjoy it.
Yeah.
Because the earliest thing I could think he was in was it Accepted or was it the computer commercials?
He was in stuff before Accepted.
I can't remember him in anything
Like
before
Waiting,
Accepted, except for the
Waiting.
computer commercials, but I don't remember if those were before that movie.
He was in Waiting. He was in the first Jeepers Creepers.
Yep, that's the first one I saw him in.
I didn't see that.
That's like 2001. Accepted was 2006.
Saw that.
Live Free Die Hard was 2007.
Yep, saw that.
He was in Dodgeball in 2004.
Yep, saw that one.
Dodge Rich, you dodge the ball.
Right. He was in Drag Me to Hell. He was in The Breakup. He was in Waiting. 2005.
Waiting.
The Wave. With Donald Faison? I don't know what that is.
Oh, I wonder if that's that the movie where they all the movie it's like a couples retreat kind of thing. I wonder if that's that.
He was in Jeepers Creepers too, so I guess he survived the first one. Then probably immediately killed the second one. No.
Nope. So maybe someone was wearing his skin.
Ew.
Or a flashback.
Wearing skin or flashback?
Both.
Gross. Fucking
those skinwalkers.
He's in a movie from 1999. What was it? Fucking Galaxy Quest.
Yeah.
Yep.
Okay, that was the earliest thing I saw him in. Then.
Yep. So far, it's the earliest thing I can see here.
What about
First thing I saw him in was Jeepers Creepers, and then I saw Galaxy Quest.
2017, and a movie called And Then I Go. There's a movie called Ghost Team in 2016. Frank and Lola in 2016. Fucking. He was in I, Steve.
He's been doing stuff. I think he's just the stuff he's been in has been floating under the radar
You've
for
seen
me.
Pineapple Express.
Not sure.
He's gonna be in the Jay and Silent Bob reboot.
I have to go watch that.
Yeah, right.
Good luck. It's not going to be anywhere near here.
Road trip.
The Wave is a movie that was last. It's fucking Back Home for Me is near here.
No, it's over.
Oh, is it? Oh yeah, it's February.
No.
They would have already. Well, no, they. Oh shit! Watch. It's this weekend, bro. We gotta make a road trip. Fucking.
Dude, where's my car?
Watch that. That would be the time where like all the worst things happen. And it's like, yeah, let's do a road trip. Yeah.
I'm so sad I couldn't get that to go through.
Not more sad than me listening to that fucking witch.
Actually,
Must be the season of the witch.
have you guys heard of a movie called 21 Bridges? The one with Chadwick Boseman,
Yeah.
the Russo brothers.
Yeah.
Did it ever hit theaters? So
Yeah.
I saw trailers for it, and then I never heard anything about it.
It came out.
Cause I saw advertisement for it on DVD and Blu-ray, and I was like, "Wait, when did it come to movies?" I saw trailers for it because it was in like every
It came out in,
Marvel.
like, December, I think.
Okay, because every Marvel movie that was leading up to it, it was in that trailer. They were showing trailers for it, and then like I just never heard anything about it again.
Yeah, they I know. I'm pretty sure who's fucking directing it. I think the Russo brothers were directing it. So it kept showing up in all our shit.
But then I never heard anything about
Came out
it.
in December.
Like that, I was trying to figure it out because yesterday I saw a thing. It was like, 21 Bridges on Blu-ray and DVD.
You know what it
and then
is?
I was thinking like, but when did the movie come out though?
The time gap for this shit is so quick now because within 3 months a movie goes from premiering to like fucking Blu-ray.
If it did come out in December, the reason probably why it got overshadowed is because of Star Wars. If it came out in December,
possibly.
Now,
so I wanted to see
talking
that.
about movies that you've seen and heard for a dumb long time.
I'm gonna get
there
the
was
DVD and Blu-ray.
one that you brought up to me that dealt with Jackie Chan and Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Yeah, that shit was weird and
Yeah, that one. Yeah, I can't remember the name of it because every time I found a trailer, it was in like Russian or French or something. So I don't know the name of it.
it came out in November.
Arnaldo,
The 20 Bridges.
21 Bridges. Okay.
Arnaldo just put the thing up in the group chat, and I was like, I remember this thing because
Yeah,
you showed it
because
to
I
me.
was asking you if you knew anything about it, and it was new to you, and I was trying to figure out the name because Jackie Chan doesn't do a lot of CG heavy movies and stuff.
It's
The
called
weird
The
thing-
Iron Mask.
Okay, it's called the
The
Iron
weird
Mask.
thing is, I just saw a fucking article about that shit this morning, and they said it was coming, which is why I was very confused because I was like,
I've been seeing trailers for it
scenes of
from
the
like
fucking movie. I thought
from like last summer.
like did
Yeah.
the Russians hijack it?
That's
And
how I was trying to figure out
they got
because
it first, and then
my thing is Jackie Chan doesn't do to my knowledge, she doesn't do a lot of CG heavy movies, and it looks like a lot of CG and special effects. So I was interested in seeing it. Also had Arnold Schwarzenegger in it. I've never seen them work together before, so I'm like, is it going to be comedy gold? I don't know. I want to find out.
I don't think they have worked together. Have they?
Yeah.
They have.
Okay.
I don't.
Around the world in 80 days.
Oh yeah, I forgot all about
that's
that.
right. Okay.
But again, like that was a good movie, so I was like, are they going to hit it again? And I could never find a name because every trailer I seen was in like Russian and German and stuff. Even the vocals sometimes was in Russian and German and stuff. So I'm like,
Jackie
I
just
don't
trying
know
to work
what's
with everybody he can.
going on.
Well, he still does movies. It's just
Yeah, a lot of it.
just Chinese cinema.
Yeah, a lot of it
No,
doesn't
I mean
comes
like for
over.
us too, because he worked with Pierce Brosnan and all the thing.
Yeah, that is
I
true.
remember Arnold Schwarzenegger again.
And he what was it, Dragon Sword? I like that one. That was the one where it was like Silk Road versus the Romans.
Oh yeah.
I like that one because it was a lot of that. Oh, we're better than you. Oh, you're better than us. Blah blah blah, and the whole camaraderie and them coming together to fight like they had to come together to fight an evil and all this other stuff. Evil as in a person, not actual evil.
Which one was with Pierce though?
That was the movie where Jackie Chan's daughter had been taken. Either taken or kidnapped.
She got killed.
It was
there was a bombing.
The one that was basically law-abiding citizen.
Yeah, except Jackie Chan was putting in the most work.
Who the fuck is he? I don't fucking know.
Actually, I think what's the name is in that the mom was it the mom from Game of Thrones? No, it wasn't. Who was it? There was someone. There was an actress that was in it.
You say the mom?
Stark.
Maybe.
I don't. I'm trying to remember.
Non-incestuous one.
I'm trying to think if it was her or not because she looked familiar to me. Like I was looking at her and like she reminds me of her, but it might not be her.
Every time anybody mentions that shit, is the only thing I've ever seen for Game of Thrones multiple times is that first episode. So whenever someone mentions like Cersei or fucking what's his name or the fucking, I just go straight back to that scene where he is just beating the cheeks, and I'm just like, bruh, I don't want that in my head.
He was in Egyptian Gods, but actually Chadwick Boseman was in that too. He was the god of knowledge, I believe.
Who, Jackie Chan?
Chadwick Boseman in the Egyptian Gods, that movie.
No, I mean, like, who you said who was in Egyptian Gods?
Oh, Chadwick Boseman.
I don't know where we got to that point. Anyway,
because what's the name was in the brother, the one who's beating the cheeks. He's in Egyptian Gods.
Oh,
I think he's the main character, and Leonidas is in it.
Nicolaj? I think that's that actor's real name is Nicolaj.
Yeah, I think he's the main character in Egyptian Gods.
Whatever. Huh.
He has an eye patch on. Then Leonidas does a coup. Leonidas is the bad guy.
Fucking Gerard Butler.
Yep. He got buff again for that role.
He's
such
had
a
a lot
shame.
of roles like that. He's consistently buff.
It's such a shame that he's such a good actor that just got typecast.
Yeah.
And granted, he made those movies really good and watchable.
I still haven't seen Angel Has Fallen. I want to see that one. I've seen Olympus and White House. I haven't seen Angel Has Fallen.
I haven't either.
I want to see it because
isn't it Olympus and London Has Fallen?
White House is the Channing Tatum one.
So White House.
White House Down is the one with Channing Tatum.
Yeah, Channing Tatum.
And Jamie Foxx.
But Olympus is one with the White House.
Those were the two movies that were like the same fucking concept, only like they
different
were
places.
They were released in around the same time. Like remember we were talking about the Hercules movies that were like they're like literally a couple months apart that they came out. They've been doing that lately. I don't know why the fuck they're doing that.
Because one studio's trying to battle with the other one.
Pretty much.
We did it better. Channing Tatum and Jamie Foxx. And it's like you had a fugly ass motherfucker like Channing Tatum on the screen most of the time. No one's enjoying that. Having to look at that ugly ass motherfucker, no one's enjoying that.
I mean, the fucking proceeds or profits from fucking Magic Mike beg to differ, but okay.
That's
They weren't there for him.
They
They were there for Joe Manganiello. Was it Joe Manganiello? How do you pronounce his fucking last name? Manganiello?
Sofia Vergara's husband?
Yeah.
I don't know. Fuck that guy. I don't want to.
The best part, I don't know his name, but I know his wife.
Of course I know his wife.
It's like, what's the name? It's like the opposite of what's the name? Who's Naruto? Oh, you mean Boruto's dad? It's like...
See, for me, I know it
that
because
is
he's
way worse.
Because he's Alcide from True Blood, and that's how I know who that is.
Your boy is Tarzan.
Yeah, I'm half gay. Of course I
I was about to say it, and I'm like, I don't fucking.
Oh, you haven't gone 100% yet? You never go 100%. But your boy from True Blood is Tarzan. I didn't watch it, but I know he's in it.
Oh yeah, Alexander Skarsgård.
And that other guy from True Blood is he's in that new thing, V Wars or something like that, or V something on Netflix. Apparently, the guy played a vampire in True Blood.
Oh no, he was in
Was it Vampire Diaries?
Yeah.
Okay.
My mom's been watching V-Wars, so I was like, because she was watching it because she didn't know what it was, and
she
I was
saw
like,
the black dude on the cover. She was like, ooh.
It was funny because I was like,
I know your mom. She's like, ooh.
I was like, Mom, what you watching? She was like, I don't know, it's called V-Wars, and I'm like,
he just ate
vampires.
that. I can see your mom watching that shit. Oh my god, it's fucking
and super vampire dude from True Blood. He was in freaking Pacific Rim.
You know one thing
vampire
that Winter Soldier's girl actually showed me that I might watch is on Netflix something called You, where you're following like a serial killer as he like kills women and stuff like that, but he's like it's like mostly in his head, and he's like talking and this and that. He does these monologues and shit, and that was the thing I told you about where like they're talking to a killer and they don't realize it or whatever. It's like this motherfucker's a serial killer.
True Blood, the dude who was like promised Sookie. He was like part vampire, part fairy.
The fuck? Did he have to pay the dick tax?
Yeah, that extra. I didn't watch the show too much. I watched season 1 because they gave it to me.
The length tax.
The length tax is basically all the guys had to fuck Sookie. Or Anna Paquin. That's basically what that was.
Anna Paquin
boobs are not real boobs.
But yeah, that dude, he's
Wait, hold on a sec. What?
Family Guy.
I don't remember that.
That's when he took over as...
Also, is Anna Paquin the chick from
Rogue.
Bourne movies? Oh, she's Rogue.
The first one.
I always get the two of them mixed up.
Yeah, she doesn't save The Last Dance.
Anna Penguin? No? Wow, she's fucking racist now.
But, do you remember in Pacific Rim, you remember the main dude when he was training with the girl? And then there was...
Charlie Hunnam was training with... I'm
trying to remember the names.
Dude from Sons of Anarchy.
Yeah,
Charlie Hunnam.
Yeah, he was training because he was training with all those people and they weren't connecting, and then he was training with the girl and they was like, yeah, we connect. And then there was the guy who was always talking down to him. It was him and his son. His son is that fairy vampire. I'm pretty sure that's him.
I didn't know that.
Fairy V.
Yo, I can't. Yo,
that's why
never taken that motherfucker seriously ever again.
I'm pretty sure that was him. Damn. I could be wrong because I've only seen clips of it of that season of True Blood. I've only seen clips of it, but I'm pretty sure that's him.
He was already that character that you're like, man, fuck him.
Yeah, he was a dick to everybody.
But it's like, bruh, now you used to be a fairy and now you're this. Stop it.
Yeah, I think.
Well, no, he was a fairy. Then he got turned into a vampire. Somehow kept both traits.
Yeah,
that's kind of broken. You know who else is kind of a fairy vampire right now, and is not. It didn't look too great. They released like a tiny little stupid thing of Batman in the suit, like kind of like a fucking.
Did he bulk up, or is he gonna go beyond?
Because
he doesn't need to do anything if he goes beyond.
It was one of those things where they just kind of. It wasn't like a trailer or anything. It was literally just like imagine Daredevil opening.
Okay.
The red in the background and stuff, and all you just see is like it slowly starts to fade in from black to like kind of red. And then you see, like, the outline of him in the suit. Okay. And you kind of see him in the suit. And it's just like, for one, your face don't work for that suit. Because I can see your chin and I can tell who the fuck you are.
Just go beyond. Fully covered.
I see your chin. I know who you are. It's like some Avatar shit. I see you. Nah, but it didn't look that great. And apparently they're like, oh, Zoe Kravitz is going to be Catwoman.
I just watched her on Hot Ones.
Yeah. What's his name is going to be Penguin, fucking Colin Farrell, which is another one that I'm kind of confused by. Colin Farrell being the Penguin.
He's too good looking to be a Penguin.
He's too tall to be a Penguin.
It's because he can't get Danny DeVito. That's the only reason why.
Oh yeah, they asked him like 5 times. He said no every time.
I wish he would reprise that role.
It's fucking perfect for it.
Oh.
Or if they make a live action Hercules. You think that he would do it?
No, he won't.
I would find him and I'd be like, please, dude, you're the only fucking person. You destroyed that role. You made it so you did that role so good that no one else can actually be in that role. Like black dick to white women. Fucking.
That's not true.
If I put it like that, he might actually be like, okay.
That's not true.
Captain Marvel news.
All the women went back to white dudes after me, so I mean.
It's because you had bad credit. Anyway. Fucking.
It's because you're Caucasity. But rumor is Captain Marvel 2.
They were like, the dick is nice, but I think I tasted some Japanese in there.
Is that soy sauce?
Oh, no! Wait, now it's too light skinned, not enough soy sauce. That's fucked up. Joe's like, I'm getting on my phone. Fuck you guys.
More so duck sauce than anything, but okay.
Ew, it's orange.
Is that yum yum sauce I taste?
You got some Donald Dick or some shit. It's orange.
Some young guy.
Some young guy.
Is that Howard the Duck I taste?
So if Mike Guy,
Man, no one got that with
because I'm focused on my thing. If Mike Guy produces sperm while in 8th gate, is that super sperm?
Now the real question
Put
is,
that in a woman. Does that make 8th gate's baby?
Now the real question is, how you supposed to catch that?
Oh no, it'd have to be artificial insemination. He'd have to jizz and then catch it himself. No one else could catch it. The only people who could catch it.
About that life?
Oh, Tsunade, bitch, I'm gonna try.
Or freaking the Kaguya.
You bend the reality around this pussy. No, fucking
Bending the wire.
Bending who?
Bending the wire. No more locked doors.
Yes.
I still can't believe that was him and Luke Cage. So we started actually looking up where Carla is from that movie, and apparently there's like a curse on the Friday movies. Apparently there's a buttload of people who either died, careers didn't take off for a dumb long time after that movie, drug use and a bunch of other shit, or it was always something with most of the people. I mean,
that's what people said about what's her name, Summer Glau. They say when she's in TV shows die.
Summer Glau, who is that?
She was in Serenity. She was the trying to think. She's in Terminator: Sarah Connor
Chronicles. Oh, fucking yeah, the girl from she was in that episode of
She's a Big Bang Theory. She's on the train.
She was on the train, yeah.
Summer Glau.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know who that is.
Yeah, they said because she was in.
She kind of looks like Olivia Wilde.
Yeah, a little bit. Because she was in The Cape and that got canceled. She was in Sarah Connor Chronicles, that got canceled. She was in Serenity, that got canceled. It was like, oh, she's cursed. I don't know if it's true or not, but that's what some people say, that she's cursed.
Possibly. I mean, if you have just the one commonality, the fact that one person is in all these shows and they keep getting canceled, I would say it probably is her.
I feel like this is some dumb shit. This is the type of dumb shit that's like, you should have just done nothing for Black History Month. Doing nothing for Black History Month would have been better than creating fucking thank you, Michigan State University, you dumbasses, because you literally made I don't want to call them effigies because you're not going to burn them, but I'm not entirely sure because you're hanging them from trees, of black figures, and you literally hung them from trees. Or from a tree, it's a tree-like thing and you kind of just have them hanging from...
See, I feel like they tried to put a Japanese spin on it with you know how they hang stuff like good luck charms, and they just terrible follow through.
Yeah, that's not. Yeah. That's not great.
If they wanted to do something to go that route, they should have just
See, I can see
wrote
something,
quotes from people.
I can see
did
something
how they do
like
with the
this.
Japanese when they do the trees and do the names, but do famous quotes.
I can see something like this getting to this point. But then, once you see it after you make it, you should have been like, no, this is not a good idea. This is not a good idea.
They're probably saying mainly because there's no strings or thing around their
no
necks.
strings actually around their necks.
And it's in their back and they're just hanging there. But it's a pure fact that...
You have black people hanging from a tree at all, it's kind of fucked up.
Yeah.
If you're going to do anything like just put it on a rack.
I don't have any sympathy for stupid shit like that. That's one. See, and that's one of those moments where I would look at my white friends who say stuff like, I don't know, that like when I try to tell them that some things are different and you're not going to see certain things the way that I would see them and think they're like, oh, that's bad, or oh, that's good, or this, that, third. Like, that's one of those things that, like, if a white person wasn't thinking all the way or thinking about how that could affect another person, they would just make that and not think anything about it. And that's exactly what happened. Because why would you even let it get to that point?
That's like one of those things where a company has like a business model or like an advertising plan, and they don't have any black people or Hispanic people or Asian people in the creative team. And then they just come out with it and it's like, yeah, y'all didn't like run that by any like black or Asian or Hispanic people.
You definitely should have found at least one black person to be like.
Because that happens in a bunch of stuff, but it's like it's
then
usually
I feel bad
black
being
and
that
Hispanic.
I feel bad being that one black person who like, yeah, it was alright. Well, he said it was okay, and then you're like, yo.
Like you
fucking
why you co-signing?
Why
bro?
you putting me in this shit?
Why you co-signing? Have to revoke your black card.
It could be the fact that because people who are in charge, they're pretty smart people who come from there, but you also got ones that are too smart who won't look. They look past that, thinking no one is going to see that.
Past that point, yeah, no one's gonna see that. It's like, bruh, it's black people hanging from a tree.
And
they're not hanging from their necks, but the fact that they're black people hanging from trees is still fucked up. Like, I'm sorry. There's no amount of time where that'll be, that's a funny joke. It's like, no.
I'm trying to think of how to save something, like how to make that work. And the only thing I can think of, if they were to get like wall scrolls or like something like that, and then like put like the character, like
it
just
might have worked even if they had tied them, even if you had tied them to the branches and not had them fucking hanging. Like if you had said something like the I don't know, why is it a tree?
Yeah, I think it's purely because it's a tree. Like, if they had a regular rack that you could hang stuff off of and they had them hanging off of that, it wouldn't have been an issue. It's a pure fact.
Or at the very least, people would have looked at it and been like, if it was an issue, you would have, nigga, you being too fucking sensitive. But, like, the fact that it's a tree, it's like...
Yeah, that's where I say you really fucked up. You shouldn't have done it. Because where the string is placed is like directly in the middle of the back. Yeah. But if you saw Harriet Tubman's and Michelle's,
Michelle is wearing a fucking a pearl necklace, so it looks like she's being hung from a fucking neck.
And it's like right there in the middle of their head, so it looks like it is around their neck when you first look at it. But then you can clearly tell, like, oh, it's just all right. I see it. Now, if it was in the back of their neck, that's an issue. I haven't seen the back of it. I'm assuming that it's in the middle of the back. Could be very wrong.
Yeah. It's probably not great to have black people hanging from anything, really. Shit. Like,
it's too much bad history.
It's like, are you... So next they're gonna do Indian History Month where they, like, I don't know, spill a fucking glass of milk on the floor or some shit. I don't know. It's fucked up.
Right. Then they're going to have Gay Month, where, they're going to be tied to the back of a truck.
Or lit on fire.
That's witches.
Well, the gay people, too. That's why they call them... That's why the full flaming thing. Like why that's bad to call them that.
I thought it was because of faggots.
Because of the cigarettes?
Yes.
I thought that was the reason why they... Joe's gay, it's fine.
That's
gay enough.
He's half gay. He stated it earlier. He's half gay.
Fucking no, but
I mean, I've been called it enough to where it's like it doesn't faze me.
Yeah, but I thought the reason that they call cigarettes that is because that's what they used to. They would say like, oh, throw the gay people in there like kindling.
Well, no, because faggots has three meanings. The derogatory term for gay people, yeah, but it's also for cigarettes over in France, but also it is a pile of burning wood.
Or some parts of what's his name, I think.
Yeah, just Europe in general, but I think it's a French word first. Because didn't cigarettes come from France?
They definitely smoke them like they.
But also, it is a term for burning wood. Or a pile of burning wood.
Cigarettes seem
which
like...
I think where flamer comes into play.
Cigarettes, yeah, I think because they throw them in there. Cigarettes used to be a kind of thing, though. I think that, like, multiple people have made. Pipes are always a thing, but there's always been, like, the whole wrapping cigarettes and other... Because Native Americans did that with tobacco here.
I thought they just had the pipes.
Well, they've maybe I could be wrong. Possible. I'm not an anthropologist.
Alright, I was going to say, when it comes for Native Americans, I know very little. I only know from when I talked to the few that I know.
History class, and I'm trying to remember if tobacco was brought here or if Native Americans already had it. And I think they might have already
already had it. Yeah. But I think, like, in terms of like cigarettes, having them wrap,
like
I think
Native Americans were more pipes than actual wrapping.
Possible.
Yeah, I think that's why I said I think cigarettes like came from France.
Granted, I'm just going based off of movies.
Because
you know how, like, in the movies they'll be like, oh, the chief will have the pipe, they'll like pass it on to someone.
It's easier to smoke than making paper that's not gonna kill you when you burn it and inhale it.
Yeah.
Fucking.
Also, like, they do like I said, I'm going by movies now, but when they do the spirit, what do you call it? When they go into the woods and they, like, commune with the spirits, don't they, like, either a pipe or they, like, inhale something?
Peyote.
Probably.
Fucking, I don't know. Yeah, like the Vision Quest.
Yeah, Vision Quest. That's what it's called. I was gonna say Spirit Quest, but I was like, Spirit Quest doesn't sound right.
Basically the same thing. It's to have that.
See, because when I was
the most horrible people.
I was thinking of Spirit Quest, but that made me go into Avatar.
What do you mean horrible people? You said the F word like 5 times, and I held it together.
No. Americans, because it came from America.
What?
Cigarettes.
Did it really?
Yeah.
Cigarettes came from America.
And the first cigarette making machine made here too.
I got distracted like 10 conversations earlier. Captain Marvel 2 news.
That makes sense, actually, North Carolina.
Rumor is the bad guy is supposed to be a mutant for the Captain Marvel 2.
A lot of people are wondering if Brie Larson's going to step down. And I'm like, I don't know why you would make her do that.
Yeah. What was interesting, though, is when they were, like, talking about the rumor of a mutant being the bad guy for the Captain Marvel 2 movie, they had a picture of Rogue. So it was like, yeah.
Did you see the picture of... Yeah, she gonna get this
shit.
With her fucking powers. No, but have you seen the thing with... There was a... I don't know if it was fan-made, and it probably was, but... Multiverse of Madness for Doctor Strange's next movie. There was a thing where, like, there was a portal that was opening, and it was, like, Peter Parker's hand from, like, fucking old school Peter Parker. Like, Tobey Maguire Peter Parker. I'm pretty sure. Because he had the weird, like, rings and shit.
Yeah.
Fucking... So people are freaking out like, oh, I hope they do. Oh, it's like it's one of those things where, like, I can't tell if it's fan-made or not, but also, like, I hope they do this. Because this would be fucking great.
I mean... They could kind of go anywhere, because when you start going into magic and multiversal stuff, it can literally go anywhere, which is great.
Word.
It opens so many doors, which is why the Loki thing could be, like, ridiculous, because it opens so many doors. It's just a matter of how far do they want to go with it, and, like, how much are they going to, like, pull into other stuff.
Please, for the love of God, because Disney owns this shit, don't let them go to, like, fucking Star Wars or end up in fucking Pirates of the Caribbean or some shit. Don't do it. They've already done that before.
I mean,
actually,
I was going to say...
pirate stories where...
there's literally a pirate Batman.
Huh?
You already know that's where it's going.
I mean, it's DC, but there is a pirate Batman and a pirate Deathstroke.
There is a series where... I think it was the Hulk was ending up in different places or some shit like that in time. He ended up on a pirate ship. So they had, like, Pirate Hulk or something like that.
Actually, I'm curious if they're going to go with the zombies.
Yeah, that'd be different.
Because...
I heard a rumor that Shuri might be the Black Panther in the next movie. Which would mean that he's going to be the king of the dead. Mm-hmm. Possibly.
Because what I was going to say is that, and also... if they go the zombie route, there was a zombie Galactus.
Yeah.
Because that's how the zombies ended up getting cosmic powers. They were eating Galactus.
Yeah.
and those zombies were terrifying because you have zombies with cosmic pop. Like
the way that universe became zombified was fucking crazy too. I mean, there's multiple zombie universes, I think, but like the one that they actually have like a story for, where it's like this used to be our universe basically almost exactly. Then bullshit happened, and then fucking zombie shit.
Resident Evil,
but like across the whole fucking universe somehow. Crazy. Yeah.
Good stuff. Good stuff.
Fuck. Fuck what? Wouldn't you like to know? No. So that Batman movie is going to be coming out next year, June 25th, 2021.
Is it going to be probably they haven't said if it's going to be part of
it's probably not.
What is their new thing called though? It was
Worlds of DC
Worlds
or
of
whatever.
DC.
I don't even know if they're still trying that. Apparently should have jumped off of this from the fucking racist shit, but apparently Kohei Horikoshi, creator of My Hero Academia, got in trouble because he introduced the name of a character that is a character that like does human experiments on people, and the name that he named him, which is Maruta, I think it is, like Dr. Maruta. Maruta is the name of it was linked to World War II human experimentation, and that's what they used to call the people that they experimented on. So it's kind of fucked up to name a doctor that. So he kind of apologized, had to like strike the name from his shit because it's like, yeah, that's not great. It's not good.
People don't like when art follows reality.
Ask Germany and how many fucking swastikas you can find around Germany. Fucking none. In any of their movies, none. Actually, I think they might have lifted the ban recently. Did they? Did Germany lift the ban on... I think they might have lifted the ban on showing swastikas in their movies. I don't think they put their shit back, though. Germany?
I mean, they allow for Inglourious Basterds to be shown, so...
Did they?
Yeah.
I thought they didn't allow that.
It was shown... I thought it was shown worldwide. I didn't hear anything about them...
I don't know. Fucking, I don't know. Because I know they've had a ban on that stuff for so long. I never knew.
Because something bad happened. They admitted it. They took steps.
Something bad? Yeah, something
and they
bad.
handled it. Then you have other countries who's like, that's not too bad. They'll get over it.
No, Germany already said, yeah, we're embarrassed of this. We're sorry. Sorry.
Yeah, because they're actually embarrassed about things they do. Okay, anyway. Oh, yeah. Germany lifts total ban on Nazi symbols in video games. Oh, okay, that's what it was. That's what I was thinking of. That happened 2 years ago. Because I know games like Wolfenstein, people were like, why is there... Like, people in Germany were like, well, I mean, it's supposed to be Nazis. We're fighting Nazis.
You really have to be. I was trying to hold this in this whole time, but I couldn't. I'm sorry.
I have to go to the bathroom, too.
But...
The only other thing I have to say is fucking The Rock's daughter is signed to WWE, and she's in a training camp right now. So
there's like two things I wanted to bring up. I'm gonna go quickly pee.
So you're gonna make me wait longer.
Yeah.
I see how fucking well shit.
Yeah.
So I guess we just have to talk to each other like.
I feel like I asked you, but I might not have asked you. But did you get Outer Worlds yet?
Yeah, I haven't played it yet.
Okay. Because I remember you were saying that's the next game you're going to work on. Are you excited about it?
I am excited about it. I want to see the game that had Bethesda quivering in its boots so bad that they fucking decided to release a dumpster fire into the world.
So, what kind of game is it?
Dumpster fire.
In terms of
it's literally Fallout in space.
Okay. Is there any character creation?
Probably. See, it's just Fallout in space, I've heard. It should be good because you just get to like hop from planet to planet.
You didn't get enough of that in Andromeda?
Right. Yeah, right now my Andromeda stream is kind of going a little bit slow. I'm probably gonna hop on like after we're done with this. But yeah, it's kind of fucking crazy because I've heard that it's like it's supposed to be like industrialized space bullshit. So companies own everything. It's not.
It's a show like that.
It's not Enterprise where it's like, oh, the government owns everything, but like the government is like, we don't use money anymore, we're advanced, etc. It's like, no, you're in space and it's like imagine this only more shitty because basically the government, fucking idiocracy in space without dumb people, just slaves. So like you work for a company, they own you. They this that and third blah blah. And like someone told me about a quest where you actively have to try to find this person's next of kin, and because you find a dead person and you're trying to find their next of kin. Come to find out that the person you end up finding who is their next of kin isn't actually their next of kin. It's like the next. It was
like their
this,
boss.
Not even. This person was the closest person to them when they died.
Ah.
So literally, like this person, I don't know. Imagine someone died outside your house, and seeing as how your house, your room, they died in your backyard. So technically, from your backyard, your room is closer to your mom's room. So technically, you're the next of kin because you were the closest fucking person to that person when they died. And now you have to take on his debt of funeral costs and all this other shit, and it's like fucking what?
That's pretty cray.
Next level fucking business level bullshit. That's terrible.
For what?
Outer Worlds, but it seems like an interesting game, so I want to get into it, and I'll probably stream it. I'll be streaming that at Northstar Otaku. I think it's Northstar Otaku 11 or Northstar Otaku 10. Let me fucking look that up right now. Yeah, no, I can't find that.
So, Mr. Broseph, what new exciting game are you possibly going to be working on?
Northstar Otaku 11.
I won.
Nada.
Nothing exciting coming out?
Are you going to start streaming?
It doesn't have to be like new to the world, just new to you.
I've been, maybe fucking goddamn Modern Warfare starts being a bitch.
Yo, that was fucking hilarious. My dude was sitting there like, I swear to God, if they have another update, I'm not fucking playing this game. He turns on the game and just starts an update. He's like, fuck this. Fucking uninstalls the entire thing. Just walks away. I was like, God damn.
It's fucking bullshit.
It's fucking great.
It went from 9 gigs to one night, 68 gigs within the next 12 hours. And I was like, okay, this is bullshit, but what the fuck ever. And then I was like, I'm going to try and play this game. 12 hours after it finished doing this 68 gig update, I only had 0.5 of a gig left for space. I said, 9 gigs gotta go and bend this motherfucker now. It's like, I'm fucking done.
I honestly think it's because you, like, the new season for whatever just started. So I think that was just bad timing. Like, on their part with respect to, like, your temper, your patience. Yeah. That was great, though. Yeah, fucking hilarious.
It's good to start, like, get a new game in every once in a while.
Joe.
Because most stuff we've been playing is a little older.
Exactly. Things will be better, though, because Dunkaroos are coming back.
I remember seeing that.
Fucking Dunkaroos are the most disgusting, sugar-laden, heart-stopping, fucking diabetes-creating bullshit. That frosting was worse than cake frosting. I remember that shit being like, bruh, I feel like I just injected sugar into my fucking veins. Like, after eating, like, one pack.
I was more so into Fun Dip.
Oh, yeah, you told me about that. Do you eat the thing for Fun Dip?
Yeah.
This dude at work always used to get Fun Dip. Remember I told you?
You go ahead, you lick it, stick it in sugar, go ahead and... See, I was the fat kid that would bite it. So I would, like, run through the sugar sticks really quickly.
Wait, how many sugar sticks did they give you? Just, maybe 5?
Yeah, it's like 5 sugar sticks and all the sugars on the side. So I've
never had.
I used to dabble with both of those because I had high metabolism. So I used to just power through everything.
Clearly, I do not.
Over here,
fucking asshole.
Being skinny no matter what.
Oh, look at me! I can fucking eat whatever the fuck I want.
I mean, it did help that I used to like wrestle giants.
You can't even put me in that category.
I'm not a fucking giant.
Well, when we were wrestling, you would have been a lot bigger than me because I used to wrestle 135. So you would have always been giant class to me.
I'm like baby giant class.
Because I used to wrestle everybody. I didn't care.
I'm not like another level of humanity like Joe is.
Wow. Here we go again. I'm not human.
I didn't say you're not human.
Putting me at
I said you're
level,
better than human.
Putting me at a lower level.
Remember how we always come? So for anybody who's gonna say that shit, we've been saying this shit about better people for a lot longer than I've ever been listening to Two Best Friends or Wooly and them. Because Better Jasmine, that was freshman year high school. That was before they ever made a video, or freshman year of college before they made a video and before I ever started watching them. Joe, you are better Justin. You are better me. You can love more people. You're taller than me.
How is that better?
Fucking more chance to find happiness. Fucking
just don't go dress yourself.
You more people, taller, stronger, better at martial arts, better at music.
Lies on those two fronts, but okay.
Those are not fucking lies. You're way deep. You're deeper into those two things than I am. Because I stopped martial arts. I stopped martial arts when I was like blue Q for karate, and violin I played for like 12 years, but I don't play it right now. Went to school for that shit. Just accept it. You're better, Justin. That's what the BJ stands for.
You're a better violin player than I am.
Better, Justin. That's what BBJ stands for. Oh wow! Now I fixed it to your fucking nickname. Now it's there.
And you're stronger than I am.
Fucking, you stopped drinking right there. You know why? Because you were about to laugh and kill yourself. Like, nah, I'm not doing that.
I'm telling the truth.
Not doing that.
Telling the truth. I've seen him out there on the punching bag.
Oh, so speaking of stronger stuff, Joe, I hear you're gonna stretch him out.
He refuses to go.
1
to
second,
the gym.
no, shut the fuck up.
He refuses to
shut
go
the
to
fuck
the
up.
gym.
Phrasing.
That was great.
No, phrase that differently. Phrase that shit differently.
You are literally stop being homophobic.
Phrase that shit differently. Oh, we're not doing phrasing? We're not doing phrasing
anymore? In the world.
Fucking. Y'all too. I swear to fucking God.
Over here making shit gay for no reason.
Nigga, what the fuck?
Always on this gay shit.
I was about to say something too, but then I'm like, nah, he's gonna turn that on me too. So I was like, what are you fucking talking about? I'm on the receiving end. And it's like, up. Well, there goes the gay again.
Again, he's the only one.
Okay, count down till I start dropping F-bombs. I guess a couple another weeks. We'll see.
No one went sexual with that. Immediately he said that. I said, yeah, because he won't go to the gym. And then you were like, no, phrase it differently.
He knows what the fuck he was doing.
Just homophobic.
Look at him. He knows what the fuck he was doing. He only does that shit. You can hear his fucking laugh. You hear that evil Kiki?
I know CJ. He is innocent 24/7.
Oh, you don't even believe that. You had to stop drinking right there. You don't even believe that. You've been on the receiving end of this bullshit for longer than I have.
No, he's never done that with me.
But you know that how he is. He's your Carl. Fucking yeah.
He tries. He has tried with me, but it fails.
He's got that smile like he's like, you think it failed? But I'm already in your headspace. I'm already in there.
I've known when Carl has tried, but then there's people like Luke around who just...
Yeah, Luke's like a magnet for...
BOW! Like, nope, there it goes.
See, kind of like Jake.
Luke is that guy where, like, you don't say anything, and somehow he turns that into something, and it's hilarious.
So, like a worse version of Eric?
Yeah.
Eric, come on the podcast, defend yourself.
Life just
fucking laying on the ground, just God damn, you hate to see it. Thank you, Eric, for the support and everything. He's gonna murder worlds.
Actually, I wonder if he's finished Code Vein yet. That's the game where he got kicked
in the pussy. Nah, he's still too busy getting kicked in the pussy. He's like, damn, I can't make it past this guy. He could beat the final boss, but he still can't beat that guy and kicks him in the pussy.
Speaking of games, at some point,
he's about to say, speaking of kicks to the pussy,
going to get to Kingdom Hearts 3. I'm still holding out to when I lose the weight.
Have you played?
Wait, what?
That was my goal.
Yeah.
In order, because I really want to fucking play game. Like I've gone in Devon's room to go look for the game so I could just play it, and wherever he put it, I can't fucking find it.
He won't give it to you until you lose weight.
Mm-hmm. I told him not to give it to me until I get to 250.
250. God damn.
Yep. I put a goal for me to lose 150 pounds.
What are you at now? If you don't mind me asking.
I don't know. The last time I weighed myself, I was at 290.
Yeah, I'm up there.
So I think I gained a little bit because my stupid state. But I probably am close to 300.
It's a good thing you weren't with us when we were at Wegmans yesterday because we was looking at all the ice cream. Bruh.
It doesn't help the fact that after we're done with this, I plan on going to Walmart to get Oreos and shit.
Do they?
Because it's Valentine's Day and I'm going to love myself.
They have Oreo cookie ice cream, don't they?
Yeah, but I don't know why.
Well, I wasn't going to say to get it out just because yesterday.
Specifically like Oreo company flavor?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do they?
Yeah.
Because it was just because yesterday we were looking at all the ice cream and they had the they have the Snickers ice cream bars and those are
Cat ones or whatever. Or is that by way of like Breyers or is it legit like?
I think it's Oreo. Like if it might be Breyer, might be the ice cream company that they went through to do that with, because the container looks like a Breyer's container. But all you see is Oreo, but it's in like that red tag type thing that Breyers is normally in. So it could be like a little collab thing for them.
Because we were just looking at all the ice cream yesterday, and we were going down the list of tell them about the new ice cream flavor or the ice cream we found. See, look at this.
Fucking white people! I swear to God, they have ice cream treats for your dog.
Next to the regular ice cream, like right next to it.
Yeah, I believe it. I mean, once they made non-alcoholic wine for cats,
I remember hearing about that.
That's infused with catnip.
I didn't think it was actually real until I saw someone bought it.
That's a real thing. It's
every so often you see a thing and you're like, "There's no fucking way that can be real." Sometimes you see shit and you're like, I wish that was real because I'd fucking pay for it. But then there's other times where you're like, there's no fucking way that's real, and it is. And you're like, how are people so dumb that they would joke and make this? And so dumb to actually make this?
Because cat people don't want to drink alone.
They're fucking crazy. That's what it is. Yeah. And they're willing to buy fucking drugs for the cat. It's like it's wine spiced with heroin.
That's how you get rich on the side. But like cat people, they want stuff too. Isn't it? Yeah.
Wine spiked with black tar heroin for your cat.
Yeah, because we were looking at all the ice cream and it was great.
You will spit that back out. Fucking.
He's been trying the past couple of days to catch me while I'm drinking.
In my defense, sometimes I don't try. Sometimes it just happens.
All of Applebee's. He waited till like I get the cup right next to my lips, and then he goes to crack a joke. It's like fucking.
Like you either gonna spit it out or you're gonna be dehydrated. Pick one.
Bruh, I feel bad because Grippo and I was about to say it again. Grippo and his girlfriend didn't come this week, and I felt bad because, like, I almost said it again too. I feel bad because I'm not good with names. I'm not good with names. So when I went to go say bye to him, I said bye Grippo, and then I was like, oh shit, that's rude as fuck. His girlfriend, and I'm like, and friend. Because I couldn't remember her name.
So that's why I always, because, you know, me with name too, so I'm like, hi guys, bye guys.
That was my problem. I had already started by saying bye Grippo. And then, shit.
You already went in.
I already fucked up. Fucking...
You let your guard down.
But then Jane was on my side with the whole, it's not as bad as fucking calling her. Joe said I should have called her a wrong name because that would have been better than fucking...
I just think calling someone and friend to me is just worse. Like, call me by the wrong name at least. And then I know that...
But you're not a white girl.
And then at least I know the fact, okay, you don't remember, I can remind you. No, it's...
You could have pulled the Grippo. Be like, wow, you got a different girl every week. Because he clean did that to Shadow, and it was hilarious.
Yeah.
He was like, is this a new girl? It was mad. I had to hold it in, though, because, you know, he was with his girl. It was hilarious.
When was this?
It was before you started going. It was at Applebee's, though.
Oh, okay.
Yeah,
I think I've heard of this before.
It's a couple years ago.
Yeah, Shadow went with his girlfriend, who, I don't remember how long they were together, but, like, she's been repeatedly with him, like, seen with him. And then, like, I guess he didn't recognize her. He was like, so, you got a new girl every week, Shadow?
No.
And he said mad loud, and she was right there, and she heard it.
So basically, this is like spiritual payback for Grippo. Through me for Shadow.
He does work in mysterious ways, that Shadow man.
Man. Yeah, well, you know, maybe it's because I'm a dude and I wouldn't have cared that much, but maybe toward a woman, I guess.
The woman with Jane even said, like, yeah, I wouldn't. That's... You called me something else. That's fucking worse.
I feel so bad now. Y'all literally bullied that
I didn't do anything.
girl if they texting me.
I didn't do anything.
Oh shit, it actually works in real life.
Did I ever say anything?
It works in real life, Justin.
What?
Bully someone in this.
I told you I know a girl who does that. I told you I know a girl who does that. She berates and bullies niggas until they end up in her bed. That shit works.
Apparently.
Fucking that guys do that to girls all the time. You minus me equals shit. Remember that from Boondocks?
Let me buy your car.
Give me your money.
Give me $20.
This chicken is cold.
That's not. I'm trying not to laugh. 'Cause he smacked the shit out of her right after that. I'm like, that's not funny. That's not funny.
No, the only funniest slap ever in cinema is Jet Li slapping the shit out of that woman to wake her up. That was a hard ass slap.
They put some stank on it.
And it was from here to here. Pow! I'm alive.
What is that from?
Kiss of the Dragon.
I might need to watch that.
So that's the one when he goes...
Joe would know the only movie that fucking Jet Li smacked a woman.
Is that probably
What is it with you and the fucking...
He slapped a woman in almost all of his movies.
Hence his favorite.
Beat them
favorite
bricks off of him and Hero.
Favorite Marvel artist.
Oh, whoa. First of all, don't ever disrespect him like that. Jackie Chan is my favorite martial artist.
Is he really?
Yes.
Yep.
I didn't know that. Anyway.
Well, how could you not?
You're not wearing your Jackie Chan, you're all white from Drunken Master. Have you found a good one yet?
No, I'm still looking.
Because I remember
when I found that website and had to show you.
Yeah, I asked my mom about that fabric. I don't remember what she said.
Do you want me to talk to my friend Nick? Because remember Nick came in wearing some shit like that? He might know where to find stuff like that.
I should have just did it when I was out in China. I don't know why I didn't do it.
They were like, we ain't having no fabric.
We're like, okay,
we gotta have to order that. You're probably not gonna be here by the time it gets here.
Literally,
we're gonna milk all the worms.
Literally, it was because they said that we wouldn't be in town long enough for them to even do that.
So literally, the thing I just said.
And yeah, and
only instead of running out of fabric, it was something that was more realistic. But they probably might have been running out of fabric. I don't know.
Yeah, depending on the time of the year and everything.
But
we're in a drought, no fabric.
But I would have been like, you can just send it. You can just mail it. And they were like, no.
Yo, that's me though. They're like, nah, I'm not mailing anything. Fuck that.
Well, it was the people that we were with while we were out there, and at that point we were being chauffeured around by government officials.
Oh, that's why. Because remember what happened with we saw the thing where the guy remember the tombstone thing where the guy etched a letter to anybody who would find it. Then a lady, I was about to say Becky. She bought the tombstone and then saw that there was like a message or something, and then found like a little letter or something that the guy had like snuck in there, and it was like, "Please save us. We're like fucking work slaves or whatever, and we're like they're not paying us and we're forced to work and stuff like that." They're trying not to let that shit happen. So if that was happening where you were trying to get that done, they could have just put a letter in there along with your suit and then been like, "Help, please fucking help, get attention."
No, it was we went to their trade area. This was completely we were just being chauffeured. This point it was Shenyang. So
which is in
China.
Main China or Hong Kong?
Main China.
Okay.
So it was everyone was all about everyone was shopping and all that stuff. So it wasn't anything else on those levels. So it was just a pure fact that we were only over there for 2 weeks.
Why were you being escorted by officials?
Because they were the ones. It was a program that we have through them to like have music students and whatnot go over there and play music and be over there for 2 weeks. A week there, then a week in Beijing.
Because just that part of it sounds more like a North Korean trip. Where like you're in the bathroom and there's a general, a 5-star general watching you pee because he's like.
We had host families. We had host families, and anytime they had like stuff planned out, and they were just paying for everything.
Were any of the host families anybody named Judy?
No.
Alright.
But the first host family, I love them. They were awesome.
China gets a hold of Joe. We can't let that happen. Fucking turn this motherfucker into like you talk about Yujiro's dad. This nigga can change the weather like all night. Like fuck the weather machine. We got something better.
We need to breed 18 Joes per war.
Joe be happy with that. Just a room full of Asian women.
Like, you want to come to America?
Want some Bob Makihara shit.
You want to go to America?
They just throw him in there like a drunken man grenade. He just fucking destroys all.
When it comes to America,
basically be Rush Hour 2.
Yeah.
You, oh definitely you, and you. I'll come back for you later.
Your friend has big appetite. Fucking. If only. If only. I would have so much fun. But it was fun being out there. I just got upset at the fact that the chaperones that were there got like these huge wood, like mahogany wood plaques with jade on them that had they were fucking beautiful. Some that had like a sculpture for Phoenix on them, dragon, the horse. It was beautiful. They're about like half the size of the poster, basically.
Your Pulp Fiction poster?
Yeah.
How big is that? About like
half long way or half wide way, or taller?
Take the length and then just cut it in half, and that's what the complete size was.
It's not bad size at all.
How big is this?
It's what, 2 by 3.5, 2 by 4.
That's probably like
5.
Coming up to my hips. That's probably like 3 feet.
3 feet tall and
probably like what, 2 feet wide, maybe.
Like 3.5 or something.
That's what I was thinking. It was like 2 to 3.5. That's about how. Remember when I got that board for when I do my board games? The 2-sided board. It's about big as that.
It's essentially the size of like a movie poster that they would put up like in the thing.
Yeah.
Just for like people frame reference.
Yep. So if you go to like any movie theater and you just see their movie poster there, that's literally the size.
Are they all just the standard size?
Yep.
Usually? Okay, yeah. So yeah, that's a frame of reference for you people.
Because we don't have pictures yet.
Yeah, word. I mean, even if we had pictures, it's still a podcast. We gotta.
I mean, at some point, I'm gonna buy that $1,000 camera because I'm gonna have that for Comic-Con.
Then we should probably start doing a talk show instead of a podcast.
Gotta do that 70s show setup. Gotta get the camera and just the waddle.
Actually, that would be dope to have it hang from a drop down thing, but I don't know
the setup though.
If you want to trust that.
Oh, so Joe, I actually had a question for you. When you went there, since it was a music trip, did y'all have any music battles? Because that would have been awesome.
No, we played, and then
have those.
Their students also played as well, and I was like, ooh, we about to get upstaged.
Yeah, I didn't have those.
Wait, you got invited just so you could be, oh, look at the Americans, they suck.
You didn't have any battles for Shingon Wu? Gungi Tumpai, trombone versus.
I was just loving it there.
Oh, I meant to ask you, Joe. Did you see the picture I sent you of all the martial artists that Jackie Chan, Jet Li, Donnie Yen? Someone had drew a thing of them all together. I don't know if I put it. I think I might send it to you directly.
I did see that. Okay. I thought that was really nice.
Yeah, it was real nice, and it wasn't too crazy. It was just it was real centered. So I was like, Joe might like that. There is this video I found of these. It's from a movie, I think, and it's these people playing Fight of the Bumblebee on 30 different instruments, and it's great because there's this one girl. She's just playing on the two brothers from Kung Fu Hustle. What they had, she was playing on one of those, and then some people come out with string instruments, start playing the strings, and people come out with woodwinds, and it gets great. It's just so good. I gotta find it and send it to you.
It sounded like the Flash Mob one where they had an entire orchestra came out of nowhere and just started playing. It was great.
What is that thing that they're playing on in Kung Fu Hustle?
Ooh.
I'm trying to remember the name. I knew the name of it because there's an anime where it's all about people playing that instrument, and if someone did that in real life to see if it was doable. Yeah. I can't remember the name of the instrument.
I cannot remember the name of it. I've looked it up probably 10 times. But for the pure fact that it never comes up in conversation.
How much you want to bet Kung Fu Hustle instrument will get me there?
The first thing.
You could probably just put Chinese or Japanese guitar.
There's too many.
Yeah, I would say I'll come up with 10 things.
Yeah. But speaking of martial artists.
A Zyther. So Zither?
Zither.
Yeah, that's probably
long Zither to generate blades and impressive attacks. The instrument has raised bridges like a guzheng, but its body is shaped like a guqin.
Just butchering the language.
The sound is that of a guzheng. I'm pretty sure it's guzheng, because
Guzman played.
I'm not that dumb.
But speaking of martial artists, I watched the John Jones fight. And
I told him about that. Uneventful.
It was uneventful for I had to go and
break it down.
Because even for myself watching it, I was like, all right, this is very much a
Friday
non-contested. Because now John realizes the fact that he could possibly lose. He doesn't have that I'm invincible look on life anymore, so he's not going all buck wild in the ring.
What knocked him from
I'm going to assume it was the Alexander Gustafsson fight.
Yeah.
But even then, when you fought him the second time, he was still doing. It's probably the fact he's older. He's in his 30s.
Which for a fighter, you told me is actually kind of old.
Yeah. And he is tough. John can take a lot of damage and just keep going. But it was just how the judges were scoring it. I was like, this is kind of questionable.
Yeah. Because
Reyes definitely won the first 2 rounds. John won the second, the last 2. I will give that to him. But the third round is very iffy. But it was because Reyes is throwing a lot of shots, but he's also missing a lot. And people aren't realizing the fact that he's missing because it will get blocked. But then they're hearing, like a hit, and they're thinking, oh, he just got hit. Oh, and it's like that's not what's happening. and that to me is the reason why I'm like saying it wasn't that wild. John says he went for like a lot of takedowns, but he didn't really go for a lot of takedowns.
Do you think it'd be smarter for judges in stuff like UFC to give the fighters more time to rest and let the judges watch the entirety of the thing at the end so that they can properly judge things?
I think they should more so...
And just do that like round to round.
I think with that, they should either have
more judges.
Have more judges on the terms of you'll have 6 total.
Nigga, wait.
But have them stationed. Don't just have them all in one spot.
Nah, fuck that. Naruto test. 21 niggas around the octagon just staring you down.
I mean, in all honesty, if they had 3 judges on each side.
Yeah, because they're not going to catch everything.
Are they all watching from one perspective?
Yeah, they're sitting right here, just at a table, and they're sitting and watching.
Yeah, so that means if
and that's it.
They're sitting right here, and then the fight is in that side of the octagon, what they can see is what goes.
Because even one of the judges scored it, John won 4 rounds and lost 1, which is asinine.
That whole setup is kind of dumb.
Exactly. I think they need to change that.
The whole point of it is that it's a fucking octagon, which means they're like, you view it from all these different sides. Why would you have a person looking from one? Like, even in boxing, I thought that was kind of dumb, but like, boxing is a more, I guess, definitive thing because it's like, oh, you can tell if someone got hit because fucking turn the entire head and the spit comes out.
The ref also gives them signals on who
the ref is in there with them
and watching.
With UFC, like an explosive attack that drives the person all the way back and happen at any moment, and the ref being in there, they're still in there, but it's like
the ref is only there for when it gets to a submission,
and then
he has to be there, and if he sees them tap.
The ref is there for your saving throw. The ref is your saving throw.
Yeah, basically. And then if someone clearly is just out, he's there to to stop and end the fight if it gets too far. No. But other than that, he's not giving signals to or anything like that. He's just at that point. He's there watching the fight. He's a spectator. I really wish they would have someone like Herb Dean, who is an amazing ref.
Yeah,
be a judge. Because I think that would be because he knows, because he's also fought as well. So I would rather have someone like him that would. He's never had any questionable calls either. So it was just there were a lot of points that went to Reyes that shouldn't have gone to him, and I think that there are some points that John didn't get that he should have gotten. But with takedowns, maybe I'm too much of a stickler for the fact that if that dude is not on his back, you didn't get that takedown.
Yeah.
I don't care if you landed on his ass. You just and then he stood up immediately. You didn't even have him down.
Yeah, you didn't have control.
Exactly. So I every time he did it, I can't give John those takedowns. But he was the aggressor and pushing it towards the end of those fights, or towards the end of the rounds. So
you would think that UFC would be the kind of thing where they'd comb through the fucking rules and like what qualifies as what like often, just to be like, yeah, no, that doesn't.
But it's also at the judge's discretion as well. And I just for me, how I see it, it was just like, John, I've seen all of your fights and how creative and kind of genius like he is in the ring, just off the cuff with things. This was completely different.
Weird.
And it was like he went in there fearful. And I understand because Reyes is young. Reyes is basically John when he first started coming out. Where I can't be.
Is
touched.
Reyes that young?
Yeah.
Holy shit.
He's just like, I can't be touched. I'm young. I'm fresh. I'm the strong one out here. And that's his first loss.
It was almost like they were both afraid of each other.
Well, because I have to give credit to Reyes' corners. Like they straight up told him, like you don't go in here thinking that you're just going to bulldoze him, because for as lanky as John is, he is that strong as well.
You think maybe all that got to him to Reyes?
I think they both went in there fearful of the fact that, okay, this person is that strong, because Reyes probably is more completely built than John, because John has chicken legs. But he does have some good kicks, though. Where Reyes looks like a tank from head to toe. And I could tell, like, whenever he got any of those inside kicks in on John, it made him stumble, because he has the capability of hitting hard with his kicks. Reyes is a good fighter, but even going through and watching the Reyes' fights up until then, it's like, okay, both of you were afraid to do anything really significant to the other one. And then when I showed you the few times when he had John running,
I thought that was weird, because I've never seen a UFC fighter actually do that.
I've seen a lot of them will do it to put space between them and try to like reset it. But John has done that before and has thrown a back kick to get them off. Yeah, he didn't do any of that stuff. And it's like I'm like, to me it's like what's going on in your head?
Difference between running from strategy and running from fear.
And I was like, so what's going on in your head right now that's kind of making you... He didn't really throw elbows either. And John is just known for just throwing elbows out of nowhere. It's like, so where's your fighting style?
There was also my idea of like, maybe there's something beyond this that the two of them don't want to fuck each other up for. Like, maybe there's another fight that's happening soon, or like, I don't know. You know what I mean?
I guess.
Make it look good. You gotta go down to third. Make it look good.
I mean, I guess neither one of these fighters had any type of real injury. Some bruising.
Bruh, they didn't look like they got hurt at all.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. They had some bruising, and then John even had like took a video saying, "Oh, these are all the injuries I sustained during the fight." I said, "Okay,
barely got
here's
hurt.
a bruise here, scratch here, bruise here, scratch here."
They wasted all that baby oil for nothing.
So for me, it was like, yeah, they can easily do a rematch within 6 months. Everyone said, "Oh, this can easily be done in 8 months." I was like, this can easily be done in
like 4 months.
Yeah, like there was nobody
really tagged anybody hard or.
There was like a kick here, a kick there, and
there was one point where Reyes hit him
with an uppercut,
and it was like, yeah, but I'm not a doctor, but I'm like, if I saw someone come in because of that shit, I'd be like, get the fuck out. You don't know goddamn concussion. You just a little bitch. But you're my doctor. Fuck out. Trying to fuck your mom. Anyway,
and that's just how I felt. As I don't know, I'm no professional fighter. I'm not anything.
I barely watch UFC, and I watched that, and I was very unimpressed. Based on other shit that I have seen, I'm like, that looked nothing. That looked more like my fights with some of my friends in my backyard.
Gotta watch those GSP fights. GSP put that work. Like GSP and BJ Penn. That's a fight right there. That is a fight.
The bathroom's so fucking bad.
I'm surprised you didn't go. You said you had to go like 30 minutes ago. It's like, oh, Joe, you gonna make me wait?
Because this is one of the things he wanted to talk about.
That is very true. That's very true. Actually,
that's why I said you're gonna make me wait, because I'm like, I gotta sit here, wait for you to come back, and I gotta sit here and wait for you to talk.
You could have just paused it and gone up
fuck
there.
That.
Joe, have you ever seen the movie Warriors?
Warriors, no.
It's like a UFC movie with Tom Hardy and Joe Edgerton. It has Kurt Angle's in it.
Really?
Yeah.
Kurt Angle?
Yep. It's basically a science teacher is about to lose his house.
Okay. I have heard of this. I haven't seen it though. Yes.
I was gonna say, I
was trying to get it at the little.
And instead of Breaking Bad, he breaks someone's jaw.
Yeah. And
instead of Breaking Bad, he breaks someone's jaw.
So it's Nacho Libre, but like it's Nacho Libre meets Breaking Bad.
Actually, one of the I believe his wife in the movie is in House, the female doctor, the first one. I don't know if you guys know who she is, but she's she's his wife. Oh, What's her name?
She's the house.
She's the wife. I think.
She's that brick.
House. What was his name? The guy who played the Hulk's dad in the only movie that Hulk had a dad.
Nick Nolte, I believe is the actor's name.
Yeah.
From the Eric Bana one.
Yeah, I think he's their dad in this.
Huh. Why is he always? I remember seeing that because I was like, why does he keep playing people's dads?
Yeah, he's their dad in this, and basically they're brothers, and the one brother who's a science teacher.
For those of you who can't remember, that he's the pyrotechnic guy from Tropic Thunder.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
The science teacher, he basically goes into it's like a free tournament, or not a free tournament, but it's like an open tournament. You can go in, and if you win, you get money. And he's about to lose his house, so he had a wrestling background, so he started training to do it. And then his brother, who was in the army, he was doing it because his best friend died, and he wants the money to give it to his best friend's family because his best friend had a wife and child.
Best friend. Not the pyrotechnic guy. That was Danny McBride.
Okay.
Jinx, no backs, no pay taxes. No, he was the guy who. Yes, he was the guy who was like pretending like he knew what he was doing. Like he was pretending to be Bear Grylls.
He was basically.
Yeah, he's like, oh, fucking, I went there. It's after I did it. It's like, no, you didn't.
So I'm just want to quickly run through this so you can get to the bathroom.
Quickly.
How would you feel about being in a restaurant where you had to be nude?
I mean, I do that at home all the time.
I would sing. I wouldn't be able to stop singing the Bill Clinton song. This is one fine day to be nude. This is one fine day to be nude.
I mean, I feel like that's what they do because they have those pitch black restaurants. I feel like people just once they get in there, just.
They say it's pitch black, but it's like really dimly.
Oh, no, yeah, I've told you about that. In Canada, they have some of those where it's like it's really just dumb dark.
And the waiters have night vision goggles on.
I don't know about that, but like they have to basically like bring you your food and everything. You order everything like in the dark.
So I'll be the asshole and I'll just kind of shift the table somewhere.
No, you'd be the asshole to bring that fucking flashlight that turns night into day.
Yes.
Wow! For just 1 second, everybody can say, "Oh shit, that nigga's titties out."
Solar flare attack.
But in Switzerland, they just made a restaurant where you
that waiter's not wearing pants. I knew I felt something slap my shoulder.
Where you could be nude in there, but it's only the patrons, the waiters, and everybody else has to wear clothes. Which for me, if I can't see my waitress naked,
I know where you're going with this.
I was about to say if they had one of those in like Puerto Rico or something, sure.
We need to start a business like right away. Nah, fucking.
No,
we can do that in Canada.
I want to have them bring assholes up here. I want
they're not gonna. Canada would be a better place to have something like that because they already have some stuff like that. Kind of.
For what?
Just for like a nude restaurant.
Oh, the nude. I thought you meant like. Or is it called jerks or assholes? Where the waiters are mean to the customers. Like they're supposed to be mean to them.
It might be jerks. I'm not sure.
I want to work there. I want them to bring something like that up here because I would roast the flames out of people.
There's one in Chicago.
Oh, here we go to Illinois. And then
you'd be like waiting in real life.
Speaking of waiting,
some guacamole?
Speaking of waiting and all the bullying that they did there, they might be passing a law to where if a kid is bullying some other child in school, the parents can go to jail for that, which I think is a little overkill.
Wait, it's something called Dick's Last Resort. It's the one I see for the mean staff.
Dick's Last Resort. It's called anal.
That sounds like a porno.
Tell your sex tape.
That sounds like my dude, like, just lost all his... Like, he's in that Kurt Angle situation, like, lost all his money or some shit, and he's just like, man, guess we should make a porno. Or become a gigolo, and then that's the porno. It's him being a gigolo.
You're a gigolo, and Gigolo, Gigolo. That's all I know that song is. Just You're a Gigolo. Because Nick can't rap.
Didn't he say he could rap better than Kendrick Lamar or something like that? Like 3 months ago?
He would say some stupid shit.
He said,
like that.
I'm pretty sure either he said it or someone said he said something like that.
He said that.
Okay.
I was like,
He's
you
also
can't even do your own rap battles, first of all, so shut up.
Yeah.
And they might be doing away with colonoscopies, so you don't have to worry about turning 50 and have a camera shoved up your booty hole.
What
Because you're going to take a horse pill
though?
that's this big and you swallow that motherfucker.
What does that do?
It has a camera in there, and then it'll just take pictures of everything.
Don't you still gotta crap something that big up there?
Word, like I'd almost rather have the camera.
I think.
Up your poo poo.
Unless it breaks down.
Word. What if my stomach acid breaks open that fucking camera inside me?
No, they have the.
I haven't had my
the
antacids
capsules
today, guys.
are resistant to it. They've already tested all the stomach
They
acids.
say that, but then you come to find out you're the one person that has like stomach acid so strong.
Like all I do
you're
is
a shark?
eat like hot wings and
Do sharks have
jalapenos.
that? I thought they just throw up things that they can't process.
Sharks are big. Only thing that they can't break down is metal.
Aren't hyenas like that too?
License plates and shit. I know they eat anything. I don't know if they.
Okay.
I know they eat anything that's like meat. I don't know if they eat.
So I thought hyenas could digest everything but metal. I don't know. I could be wrong.
I'm not sure. I just know sharks are capable of just digesting anything
because they're dumb enough to eat anything. They're like mocklins.
You gotta get that nutrient somewhere. I think it was a nice little, people who are, afraid to have stuff shoved up their pooper. I think at that point you will have to be there so they can and they can scan everything.
So would you sit in the? Would you just be in observation for the entire time that's passing? So what? You'd be in observation for a day or two?
Yeah. Or they'll send you home. It's you have to sift through your poops. No, I'll have a nurse do
make sure
that.
you catch this.
Because imagine, all I can imagine is you take the pill and then some shit happens, you get in a fight or something. Somebody punches you in the stomach and the pill breaks open. You're fucking, oh no. Now you got sharp pieces of fucking motherboard and shit passing through your fucking intestines.
I'm trying to think. That happened.
But
but someone had a poison pill or something, and they put it in somebody's mouth, and then they punched them in the throat to make it break in their throat. I'm trying to remember. It might have been a deli movie.
That sounds very familiar.
Yeah, I'm trying to remember.
That sounds very unnecessary.
Well, because I think it was
cyanide
supposed to be
touches your tongue and you're already dead.
It might have been a weapon or something, something that was
maybe
genetically or not genetically, it was engineered, and they forced it into the dude's mouth that was trying to use it, I guess, and then they made him swallow it, and then they boom.
Because I'm pretty sure cyanide just being in your mouth is already fucking killing.
Yeah, I think it was something special, like arms dealer level type stuff.
I mean, there
it was likely from a movie.
There is
Cradle to the
Blade
Grave?
Trinity where he
Cradle to the Grave where they put the fucking they put the uranium thing in his mouth. I don't know if they punched it to make it go off. I think it was gonna go off already.
All right, I gotta just do some research.
Also, a bomb that you just have to punch to make go off is the worst type of bomb. Fucking, it's like the popper thing of bombs. Just it's no. Somebody punches your pocket and just runs. You're dead.
I wonder if they ever use those in Kids Next Door. The poppers. Beep, beep.
I'm surprised they didn't.
God, it just made me think of it because everybody had them at some. Well, not everybody. You know what I mean? It was around somewhere.
Yeah.
I wonder if Kids Next Door ever had any of those.
I
Use them
immediately
as
went back
smoke
to
grenades or
Scrubs.
something.
I immediately went back to Scrubs when JD threw it on Turk's head.
Bruh. So, Winter Soldier's cousin accidentally threw one at his kid.
Was it accident or?
And it he was like, "What's that?" I'm like, "Nothing." See little nigga sitting there with a black spot on the back of his white shirt, and I was like, oh, "Susie, you gonna get in so much trouble. I'm gonna tell your mom." And she's like, "No!" She started freaking out. You accosted a child.
Who accosted this man?
Right. Alright, guys. I think it's been long enough. It's almost been 4 hours.
Oh, damn.
We started at like 11. And it's like 2:41 now.
Oh, hot damn.
Yeah.
This is my jam.
Yeah.
That was a good one.
Yeah. Alright, guys. Peace out.
Ciao.
Bye bye, everybody. I love you all. Tom, Chris, Serena, and Thomas. Happy Valentine's Day.
Yeah, so Sophia, happy Valentine's Day.
Just gonna say one and I said four. Gonna make me sound like a whore like that. Okay, fine. Fuck you then.
I mean, you called me a whore earlier. I didn't fucking deny it, so I'm like, I don't know why you getting upset.
Birds of a feather.
It's gonna make me sound like just big ass.
Well, I mean, you're better, Justin. You have to be bigger whore than me. All right, peace.